What's that word, gang? What's that word?
He'll sit up and watch you count your money, right? Ask you for some money, and you could be like, nah, bro, I ain't got that right now, bro. I'm on something like, boom, boom, boom. No little type of nigga will say, damn, bro, I just sit up and watch you count 60 some thousand, and you can't give me 1,500. God damn, bitch ass nigga, you watching a nigga count? God damn, bitch ass nigga, that I know love is, bro. Like, and that's just him. That's just him. He can't hit it, bro. Like, he can't. And I just can't be around that type of shit, bro. Like, I can't. I'm too old to be able to deal with that type of shit right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got kids and shit I rather deal with. I ain't dealing with no motherfucker count my pocket, cuz. I ain't dealing with no motherfucker who feel like I owe them, but for my hustle. Motherfuckers feel like you owe them just for knowing them. Like, how the fuck I owe you just cause I know you? Like, how the fuck you gonna get mad cause I don't wanna fuck with you because I don't wanna fuck with you just because I know you. You think cause we went to school together, cause I supposed to fuck with you, man. You don't get the fuck, man. You know, man, get the fuck away, man. You do, I'm not with that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, motherfucker kick rock and flip flop fucking with me. I ain't, man. Like this. My brother like this. Like no little type of nigga, he'll sit up, right? He'll watch you. He'll sit up and watch you count your money, right? Ask you for some money, and you could be like, nah, bro, I ain't got that right now, bro. I'm on something like, boom, boom, boom. No little type of nigga will say, damn, bro, I just sit up and watch you count 60 some thousand, and you can't give me 1,500. God damn, bitch ass nigga, you watching a nigga count? God damn, bitch ass nigga,
Chill
that I
out,
know
man.
love is, bro. Like, and that's just him. That's just him. He can't hit it, bro. Like, he can't. And I just can't be around that type of shit, bro. Like, I can't. I'm too old to be able to deal with that type of shit right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I got kids and shit I rather deal with. I ain't dealing with no motherfucker count my pocket, cuz. I ain't dealing with no motherfucker who feel like I owe them, but for my hustle. Motherfuckers feel like you owe them just for knowing them. Like, how the fuck I owe you just cause I know you? Like, how the fuck you gonna get mad cause I don't wanna fuck with you because I don't wanna fuck with you just because I know you. You think cause we went to school together, cause I supposed to fuck with you, man. You don't get the fuck, man. You know, man, get the fuck away, man. You do, I'm not with this shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, motherfucker kick rock and flip flop fucking with me. I ain't, man.
Salute to everybody in the building, man. What y'all got going on? Early morning vibes, man. Early morning vibes. Welcome. Upload happy vibes. Alright, straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Salute to everybody in the building, man. What y'all got going this morning, man? Y'all cooking that bacon and eggs this morning or what? Early morning, man. We early morning. Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Alright, bet. Hey, y'all, we got a couple topics we're gonna jump into. We're just gonna dive into real quick, gang. Nothing too major this morning. We just chilling. We chilling this morning. Yeah, we vibing out this morning, man. We ain't got too much going on, gang. We vibing out early morning vibes. Straight up. We letting them net bones marinate a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know nothing about them neck bones. Yeah. Let them neck bone marinate a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, straight up. Hey, I got a message. We got a message for y'all. Since it's Sunday, we got a Sunday message for y'all.
Be careful how you treat children of God.
We got a Sunday message.
Be careful how you gossip on somebody who belongs to the Lord or repeat a lie on somebody who belongs to the Lord or try to ruin somebody's reputation who belongs to the Lord, because you're not fighting against them, you're fighting against God. And I need to tell you, you're fighting a losing battle. Because if God is on their side, you don't have a chance. The more you try to pull them down, the higher God will raise them up. The more you try to destroy them, the more raises God will give them on their job.
Okay. All right.
Be careful how you
W
treat
message,
children
man.
of God.
W message, man. W message. Message? Sunday message. Sunday message. Let me see what else I'll show y'all this morning, man. Ain't so much I can show y'all, bro. Ain't so much I can show y'all. Let me see what else we can watch right quick before we get into it. Before we get into it. Really get into it. Let me see. Oh, boy done completed his thing. Let me go back up. I thought he would complete the other day, but he's officially finished. Where he at? 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 Didn't he complete what his name is? Where he at? What old boy at? Oh, there you go. He completed his walk, gang.
To talk about what it took to get here.
Yes.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Are you proud of yourself?
It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be here. You know, with everything that went on, you know, I just said if I make it to that finish line, every day my mindset was like, if I just, you know, make it through this day, I'm one step closer.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing to be here.
I get goosebumps just watching all those clips. You inspired so many people through this whole journey. So when did you cross the finish line?
I crossed about, Monday?
Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah,
So that's letting it all sink in.
Yeah.
Here's that moment that you finally stepped into California. 124 days. Oh.
Do we have it?
Never let nobody tell you, nobody in life tell you that you can't do something. Because there was thousands of people telling me I couldn't do it. Thousands. And now we here.
He made it.
3,000 miles on foot. Anything is possible.
Oh.
Okay, so what does that moment feel like now that you've
3,000
had a few
miles,
days
gang.
to process it? 3,000 miles.
Honestly, it's
Ooh,
still
man.
shocking to me. It's still shocking. Like, when I just look at everything I went through, because, you know, I was just so programmed to walk every day.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really like really process what I was going through, and because I was just so, you know, just adjusted to it. And,
What was the schedule like for you when you began? Like, what time would you begin your walk, and what time would you end it?
So towards the end, it was about like 4 a.m. every day, 3 a.m. because I was trying to beat the heat in Arizona, about 115 degrees, 110 degrees.
Wow.
So I would wake up at about 4 a.m. every day, and I would get done like around about 4 p.m.
But you said there that a lot of people doubted you. Do you really have like a lot of people online or people out in the community that were saying, you're not going to make this, dude?
So the city of Philadelphia, I was like very well known for being an entrepreneur. And when I announced it, a lot of people in Philadelphia was like making jokes, making videos, and they didn't think I was serious. They didn't think I was going to finish. You know, people even told me I was going to die on the road. But I just kept a positive mentality, and I just knew, you know, my finish, I was going to get there to the finish line.
Yeah. Your stream motivated so many people, and it almost became like part motivational speech,
Right.
part road diary. I want to take a listen to that too.
Sure.
You don't gotta be in the streets. You don't gotta tote no guns. You don't gotta do none of that. You can serve God and still be cool.
Wow.
Okay, so was that message always
100.
the goal, or did it
For
kind
real,
of evolve
100.
as
Get
you
the lights
learned
up,
more
gang.
about our country and as the miles added up?
So me coming from a city where a lot of kids, I think just everywhere, a lot of kids now are lost. They don't really have like a lot of motivation and inspiration. I feel like growing up, you know, in school, we had a lot of people to look up to. Nowadays, there's a lot of negativity on social media. So that message was just like letting the kids know, like, you could be cool and still be positive. You don't have to do negative things. And it was coming from a city like Philadelphia, a lot of kids feel like they got to do negative things to, you know, be cool and be accepted. So I was just letting them know, like, you know, you could do anything you want to do and be positive and still be cool. You know what I'm saying? That was my message behind it.
You said that a lot of people doubted you. People said that you weren't going to make it. There was at one point here, this was on day 34
Yes.
of this journey, and something happened that could have
Yes.
upended this whole thing, right?
Yes, yes.
Now let's take a look.
do you remember when because listen, we ran the story
That was messed
when
up
this happened
when
back
they
in
did
April,
that.
right? I remember
I think
talking
somebody,
about this
I
and
think they meant to
thinking,
do that on
here
purpose.
this guy is. He's doing
They
this.
meant to do that on purpose,
Heart.
man.
He's walking down the street, and you got clobbered by what, a truck or walk us through what happened to you.
So it was a car that was trailing me that day, and
Trailing you.
yeah, trailing me, like, so they had called the police district and see if they could, you know, trail me and follow behind me because it was a dangerous road. Police said they couldn't do it. Yeah, police said they couldn't.
They were trying to keep watch of you and make sure you were safe.
Yeah, so
That boy went through a lot,
actually
boy.
gave them the okay.
Yeah.
You guys could follow behind them.
That boy went through a lot,
the car
boy.
wound up hitting them, which caused them to hit me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a chain reaction crash,
reaction,
right?
yeah.
And so you wound up in the hospital?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for about 2 days. And
don't
the
keep showing
doctors
that
and
like
police
that,
and
damn,
everybody
bro.
was just trying to figure out, like, how you don't have no broken bones? How you okay? And I was just like, you know, God is
There's
good.
a reason.
For sure.
I mean, really. Like,
Yes.
literally, grace of God.
Yes,
you know,
grace of God,
allowed
sure.
you to continue
And
this journey.
my mindset was like, I feel like God was publicly allowing these things to happen to me so he can get the glory at the end.
Wow. Well, so in addition to that, I mean, that was its own surprise, right? But you met a lot of people
Yes.
on the way. And some people had been out and about on the road. They recognized you from the street.
Yes.
And so they went to talk to you, yeah?
Yes.
Right, here's a sample of that.
We got some more hookers, man. Yes, sir. How you doing? What's your name? Tone. Tone. W Tone. Y'all look. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Tone pulled up with the hookers.
He gave you shoes?
You know what I mean? Oh man, I appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. These are terrain Jones too. These are Jones we gonna need once we get to the west, man.
How do you know what shoe size you are?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Told him 12, yeah, 12.
I did.
Yeah, because hookers
Wow.
was like my main thing in the beginning. I'm like, yo, I need the hookers.
Yeah.
Not all that
Yeah.
had
Look
to
at
really,
that.
like, you know, put wind in your sail and,
sure.
and inspire you.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without the help of everybody, like from those watching the stream.
Anything really surprise you in terms of a stranger coming out, or like the randomness of people following you on your journey?
I would say, yeah, a lot surprised me. I didn't know I had a lot of support like that, especially like in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes people would be pulling up, hey, I seen you on social media, and it was
Yeah.
crazy to me. But we
Realizing that you have this impact now.
Yes.
Across the country. Across the world, too, because
Yeah.
you're streaming.
Yes.
We talked about how many pairs of shoes you had to have gone through a lot. Did you lose weight? Because I feel like that's a lot of walking.
Yes, I lost about 50 pounds.
I was thinking,
God
listen,
dang,
I'm
boy.
not one to say, but I did see
That
you
boy
at the
had
very
got
beginning
skinny,
of your
boy.
journey, and like looking at you now in person,
Yes.
Whoa.
you can notice the difference.
Yes.
How do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Wow.
Like I'm like 10 years younger. Even though I'm not that old, I feel 10 years younger right now.
Unbelievable. Okay, so you were raising money, such a noble cause, to build a trade school for teenagers in Philadelphia,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Where are you in that goal?
So right now I think we about like 20, maybe 28,000 short. About that, yeah. I think we raised about 173. So it's about 26,000 short.
And what are the plans there?
Really just keep doing what I'm doing. It's been growing tremendously. Like, you know, since we got done, I think it went up like 50,000 since I got done. Because the day I got done, it was like around 120.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just hearing about the story. We got a meeting set up with the Philadelphia mayor when we get back. Yeah, so
I feel like you're going to get there pretty easily.
I think so,
you're super close.
Super close, yeah.
And what do you hope to do with that money? Tell us, like, where it's going to
So
go towards.
I want to build a trade school for the kids. I want to help kids that can't go to college. I was one of the kids that went to college but couldn't pay my second year, and I had to drop out and become an entrepreneur. So just dealing with kids, hiring kids and stuff like that, I just realized that they just need that opportunity. So I want to build a trade school, help them get trades, teach them financial literacy,
We're finna
about
jump into the
accounting and
topics, man.
business and things like that. So that's
Just
my
a little
plans.
highlight
And,
moment.
Hopefully, I get to sit down with the mayor of Philadelphia. We can figure out a building. There's 17 schools that closed in Philadelphia this past summer. Yeah, so it's something that's important to me. I want to be able to, help these kids plan for a greater future. I did a trip to Disney World. I took some kids that never left the city of Philadelphia in February. So I just wanted to pick back up off of that and, really build this university.
And we're running out of time. You have
salute
one
the
more
old boy,
celebration.
man, for real.
Last mile celebration. What's that going to be?
Tomorrow,
Yeah,
we got the
salute
last
the old
mile
boy, man.
celebration. It's going to be from 1 to 4. So
That's
To
what's
talk
up, man.
about what
Salute
it
the old
took
boy, man.
to
for
get
real.
here.
Yes.
We are so proud
Salute
of
the
you.
old boy.
Are
For
you
real,
proud of
man.
yourself?
That's a
Salute to him, man. He did his thing. He went through a lot of trials when he was walking up there, but he made it. He made it safe. All right, let's get out of TikTok, guys. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Oh boy. Remember yesterday I was saying, oh boy, lying on Young Dolph name. Let's get into this right quick. Why is this nigga lying on Young Dolph, gang? Hold up, let's get into it right quick. And then we'll get into the Nolan Well thing right quick. I then we got no
Him
before
riding
Nolan
around
Well
in
something.
that hot car because everybody saw it. Like that. I think it was a camo. It was one of his cars that everybody could verify. Like get a beat or something.
Dolph was on the Rico.
Then he didn't even have
Man,
like
come on, gang.
two people. Like he only had with
Come
his
on,
little
gang.
brother with him.
But Dolph was on the Rico. See, everybody they don't know what really happened. Dolph was finna go to jail. Dolph was on the Rico, man.
For what? What was the Rico about?
Nigga for transporting marijuana state to state, city to city.
Man.
He controlled on the whole pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, even from Trap Boy Freddy to Houston to Louisiana to Florida. You know what I'm saying? And Trap ain't the only name, but Trap can verify this.
Did y'all hear what that
Him and
nigga
Dolph had a
said?
video shoot
Hold
with
up.
Bebe in Dallas. That video shoot
Hold
got
up.
raided. And see, Dolph was under surveillance. He got busted twice.
Man, hold up, man. Ain't no way this nigga
State
saying
to
that
state,
shit
city
about
to
Dolph.
city. He kind of told on
Get
the
the
whole
lights up,
pipeline.
gang.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even from Trap Boy Freddy to Houston to Louisiana to Florida. You know what I'm saying? And Trap ain't the only name, but Trap can verify this. Him and Dolph had a video shoot with Bebe in Dallas. That video shoot got raided. And see, Dolph was under surveillance. He got busted twice. You can't find the actual paperwork now, but you can find the paperwork where they took 100 G's from him at the airport, and they gave him like 7,000 back. But he was under DEA surveillance, and it was him and a chick. They was in California. He went and got like 100, 200 balls, and he got busted with them balls.
Why did
He was under a RICO, and allegedly he was running his mouth.
why you say allegedly? Well, why you say allegedly?
Yeah, so
Why you
can't
man, you
really-
cap, bro.
you can't
Ain't no
really
way
tell
that
the
ain't no way
angles
that real.
that he was coming from. But a lot of people really, they just be on the outside looking in, man.
So when he said the people come get you, you gonna tell on the whole gang. That's
He did.
hit different.
And Dolph really was from Chicago.
Yeah, he was.
Duh,
born
we
there.
know he was from Chicago, but we don't believe he told
So
on
he was
nobody.
tied in. So
You count,
it's a
gang.
lot of things going on. Makita's was a trap.
Oh,
That's
I'm
where
done.
everybody go pick
I'm
up their
done.
money or handle their business.
I'm done.
So it was the spot. You feel
I'm
me?
done.
That wasn't just necessarily going strictly
Oh, I'm
for
done.
cookies.
He put
There
the
was some
cookie
hood-
shop
he
in
was
it.
probably he was going to pick up his bag. If you really look at him when they filmed him, he was looking like, what the y'all got me on the film for?
Man.
Yeah, and
They
then they
camping
also
on Young
said
Dolph's
something
name,
about
y'all.
oh girl, she be Makita be partying with a lot of them big hitters that be in Miami. She be going out on those, and a lot of that's why she got her name.
Oh, they
was
lying
thrown up
on
in
Dolph
there.
name, gang.
But like we even threw her name up in there. Like,
She was collateral damage. But you know, if you look at the original video, 80% of the cars that was outside, if you could see their license plates, they was Texas vehicles.
Oh man, hold up. Wait.
Like, yeah, that
Wait,
was a worldwide
man, hold
move.
up. You
Like,
just coming
yeah,
in. Let me
Dolph
back it
went
up a
from
little bit.
California to New
They
York,
lying on
you
Dolph's
feel me?
name,
It
gang.
was the spot.
Why they get
You
it?
feel
How in
me?
the world they
Around
putting this
Airways.
stuff out like this?
A lot of things going on. Makita's was a trap. That's where everybody go pick up their money or handle their business.
Makita,
So it was the spot.
how in the hell the cookie shop got something to do with Young Dolph Death, gang? How in the world the cookie shop got something to do with Young Dolph Death? I just can't believe, bruh, they push it out like this? Bro, I ain't no freaking way. Let me back it up if y'all just coming in. This is a bozo here. Look what this joker said about Young Dog, gang. I can't believe bro, this is a podcast. They got views on this shit. Man, get the lights
everybody
up,
could
gang.
verify. Like get a beat or something.
Dolph
Then
was
he,
on the Rico.
then he didn't even have like two people. Like he only had with his little brother with him.
But Dolph was on the Rico. See, everybody they don't know what really happened. Dolph was finna go to jail. Dolph was on the Rico, man.
For what? What was the Rico about?
Nigga for transporting marijuana state to state, city to city. He kind of told on the whole pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, even from Trap Boy Freddy to Houston.
Bro, ain't no
to
freaking way.
Louisiana,
Hold up, wait.
To Florida.
Wait,
you know what
no,
I'm saying?
wait. I'm from California, but I heard the cookie people is low CMG. Bro, if the cookie shop had something to do with this, y'all don't think they'll be locked up by now? or laid down. Key Glock went and did a music video at the cookie shop. You think he would have did a music video at that damn cookie shop if he thought the cookie shop had something to do with Young Dolph unaliving? Ain't no freaking way. Ain't no way, bro. Go look at Key Glock Proud. It called Key Glock Proud. He made that when Dolph was unalive. He did that music video right at the cookie shop. Now you tell me, if my homeboy, I'm talking about my dog done put me on, I'm talking about my cousin-in-law. Key Glock and Young Dolph, they are cousin-in-law. He get gunned down at a cookie shop, and I go do a music video there, knowing they had something to do with it there. No way. That's just me. No way.
And Trap ain't the only name, but Trap can verify this. Him and Dolph had a video shoot with Bay in Dallas. That video shoot got raided. And see, Dolph was under surveillance. He got busted twice. You can't find the actual paperwork now, but you can find the paperwork where they took 100 G's from him at the airport. And they gave him like 7,000 back. But he was on the DEA.
You know that because Dolph said that in his song. That's the only reason you know that. Dolph told the world that in his music that they took 100 from him at the airport. He been said that. What is you talking about, bozo? This nigga a bozo, bro. Get this nigga out of here, man. Get this nigga out of here, bro.
Surveillance. And it was him and a chick. They was in California. He went and got like 100, 200 balls.
Man.
And he got busted with them balls. But he was under a RICO, and allegedly he was running his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Why he had to say allegedly? Because you know you capping.
You can't really,
that
you
sound
can't
like
really
cap.
tell the angles.
Get the lights up for me, gang.
But a lot of people really, they just be on the outside looking in, man.
So when he said the people come get you, you gonna tell on the whole gang. That's
He did.
hit different.
No.
And Don was from Chicago.
No.
Yeah,
He was talking about Black Youngster in that song. He said, everybody screaming gang, gang, gang. He was talking about Black Youngster. Because Black Youngster was screaming that shit. When he was rapping, he be screaming that shit. Gang, 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 gang. When him and Youngster were beefing, that was a diss towards Black Youngster, you bozo. Oh, y'all got the right one on the Dolph shit. Stop it. Stop with the lies on Dolph's name, gang. Stop it. Ain't no freaking way. He was talking about, oh yeah, and they snitched, they go, no, he didn't mean by that. He was talking about Black Youngster. Idiot.
He was born there, and I think he moved to Memphis or like.
Let's go back what he said.
Gang, that's hit different.
Hold on.
And Dolph really,
Let's go
he
back.
was coming from. But a lot of people really, they just be on the outside looking in, man.
So when he said the people come get you, you gonna tell on the whole gang. That's hit different.
Man.
And Dolph really was from Chicago.
Yeah, he was born there, and I think he moved to Memphis or like.
So he was tied in. So, you know, it's a lot of things going on. Makita's was a trap. That's where everybody go pick up their money or handle their business at. So it was the spot, you feel me? Right on Airways.
That's silly going.
So you telling me Makita's was the trap. That was the trap spot. Everybody go over there, just pick up the bag over there. That's the back end trap spot. Man, stop it. Stop it, gang. And I'm talking about this podcast got views on this shit. Man. This don't make no fucking sense, bro. This don't make no sense, bro.
Strictly for cookies. That was some.
Yeah, he was going to pick up his bag. If you really look
No, the fuck how he was going there? The video, okay, if he was there to go pick up a bag, the video, look at the video. The video showed us Dolph walks in. His brother walks behind him. He's on the phone. He gets a phone call. He's on the phone. Steps to the side. Hold on, no. He ordered his cookies. Steps to the side while he on the phone. When he stepped to the side, a couple seconds, I'm talking about probably about 15 or 20 seconds went by. Them boys pull up on him. Hiding. If he was there to get a bag, he sure ain't go about it the right damn way. Going there just ordering cookies and stepping to the side all on the phone, ain't focused on the bag. Man, y'all. I can't believe people is really putting these narratives out and going with this shit about Dolph. I can't believe that shit. I'm being honest.
And when they filmed him, he was looking like, what the y'all got me on the film for?
Yeah, and then they also said something about
Man, no, y'all ain't finna. No, I hope y'all like. Oh man, y'all believe that shit, bro? Think about it. They say dog had 100K in their car, so he could have really been expecting a pickup. What? Oh my god. I ain't no freaking way, bro. Ain't no way you for real when you type that. Ain't no freaking way you for real when you type that. Ain't no way. I know you were just playing. I know you were just playing, gang. I understand. You were just playing, right? I hope you was. Ain't no freaking way that man pull up to a freaking. Even if he did have 100 fucking K, let's just say, okay, I bet. Let's just say, let's just go with your narrative real quick. That he had 100K when he pulled up on that bit. You actually think Dolphin to damn do a deal? You think he was that dumb to do a damn deal at a business that got cameras and shit, knowing they got cameras and shit? I'm talking about knowing. Remember, that wasn't his first time being at the cookie shop. You don't think he knew they had cameras and shit? Y'all think Dolph was just some pussy nigga, not no street nigga? I understand they got, okay, they called him black on, okay, they got, fine. I understand. They called him blacking. Yeah, they did. But you actually think he was there to do some fucking street business? Man, that man pulled up and ordered the damn cookies. That man had the majors. Smoking that good gas early in the morning, man. Stop it. Stop it, man. Stop playing, man. Yeah, come on, man. Let's use our brains, gang. Ain't no way that man pulled up. If he was finna do some business, he wouldn't have did no business at no damn cookie shop. I tell you that. And if they was involved, why in the world Cornelius Smith didn't put them in it? He was telling on everybody else. Why leave the cookie shop out? Why leave them out? I'm gonna tell on Hernandez, Govan, and Juke, but we ain't gonna tell on the cookie shop. We ain't gonna tell on them. I'm just saying, gang, we need to think. I'm not just gonna be honest. Because he didn't know about that. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all just in denial, huh? You clearly don't know people, those who earn a certain amount a year or low. Man, no, bruh. So you actually think the cookie shop set him up, Dolph? Set young Dolph up? That's what y'all telling me? Y'all actually think. So I'm saying, y'all tell me. I'm just asking y'all now. Get the lights up. I'm asking y'all. We having a conversation, gang. Fuck it. Y'all actually think the cookie shop helped set up young Dolph? Now, what part did they had to play in this? Like, how would they play? What role did they play in this? Did they get Dolph to the cookie shop, or what? Said that's the fact the state couldn't prove, but they never brought the cookie shop up now time. They never brought the cookie shop up now time. I'm talking about not one time in court. I was waiting on them to bring them up. I said, dang, I'm trying to see when they gonna bring the cookie shop up. I was just waiting and waiting. Before you knew it, they had done damn gave everybody out they damn time and everything. I said, what about the cookie shop? But they never did. I kept waiting, but they never did say nothing about the cookie shop. I was listening. It got denied in pre-trial as evidence. It's not about what you know, it's what you can prove. Well, see, if you said that, bro, you know what? Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this bozo.
She be Makita be partying with a lot of them big hitters that be in Miami. She be going out on those, and a lot of that's why she got her name was thrown up in there. But like we even threw her name up in there. Like,
she was collateral damage. But you know, if you look at the original video, 80% of the cars that was outside, if you could see their license plates, they was Texas vehicles. Like, yeah, that was a worldwide hub. Like, yeah, Dolph went from California to New York with it, you feel me?
Yeah, and he got a lot of
And
Texas.
would get money, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Who is this nigga?
And then he had the 100 shots.
Who is this
I remember
nigga,
when I
man?
heard that, the dude, like, he had a car that was supposed to get done for Dolph, didn't get it done in enough time, so he was like, hey, these are the only 3 vehicles that I got. I remember the white dude. And
That ain't where he got.
no, I didn't. I was saying, but with the 100 shots, though, it's like before that, it's like, damn, and then that happens again. Like, you would have thought he would have had more security.
Like Makita Cookies. That ain't what Dolph got.
No, that ain't. Oh,
What?
No,
Hell nah. Know how they show you that?
Oh.
When we got killed at Makitas?
I'm done.
Nah, man. They kidnapped Dolph.
Oh,
2
I'm
days
done.
before that.
Oh, I'm
They
done.
beat him up for 2 days straight.
Oh, I'm done.
You know, I ain't-
I'm done. I'm fucking done, gang. I'm fucking done. I'm done, gang. I'm being honest, gang. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Nah, if that wasn't a fucking lie, did you hear what he just said? Man, I'm fucking done, bro. I'm done. I'm done, bro. This nigga just said the Dolph was he wasn't unalive that no. What everybody saw? He wasn't unalive that Makitas. They kidnapped him. Then they placed his body back right there. They unalived him somewhere else. Then they placed his body right back at Makitas. What? People going with the shit. People going with it. They rolling with it. What that nigga say? If you got beef, we can roll with it. They rolling with it. I cannot believe this here, boy. Back to
No, nah. Know how they show you that was him when we got killed at Makitas?
yeah.
Nah, man. They kidnapped Dolph like 2 days before that. They beat him up for 2 days straight. You know, I ain't gonna speak on who did it, but they beat us for 2 days straight.
For real, that's what they
held him
said.
captive.
So what happened in that video then? That was he didn't even get gunned down right there. He just moved out the way.
Nah, they moved about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they took an old video of him coming in there, and
They split it up
they
and then
manipulate.
they chopped it.
They chopped it down. They could really manipulate.
Is that the conspiracy theory or is that
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say conspiracy
Okay,
theory.
that's
But
what-
I was gonna speak facts, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, them ain't no
I can't
facts.
say it's
Gotcha.
a conspiracy theory. But nah, he got down. He really got beat up and down somewhere else.
Damn.
And it's a special. Everybody in Memphis know that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? They know who was in the restaurant.
Listen,
you know
though.
what I'm saying? And they know
This is what I want to know,
chick-
though.
I just say this.
Nah, fuck
A
that.
chick-
Bump all that. Fuck all that. You actually think his brother standing there with a freaking chopper in his hand that he let somebody touch his brother's body other than the police? You actually think somebody came there, his brother was with him. Y'all forgot about that? Remember he hit at one of them niggas or both of them boys? He ran out of bullets in his little handgun, then he ran to the car and grabbed his chopper. Did y'all remember? Y'all forgot about that part? You actually think he would let some niggas came up and got Dolph body or whatever the case may be? Bro, man, this nigga bozo, man. We gotta get into some more news because this nigga here ain't even worth my time, I'll be honest. I just had to address this nigga here when I saw this. Bro, this is crazy work. Whoever podcast, what it is, Pop Austin Media, whoever y'all live, bro, y'all some bozos over there. I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. What type of shit y'all running over there? I ain't even gonna cap. But I hope all of them people see this shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Chick took a picture with him at that restaurant where they kidnapped him at.
Was it the same day?
Not within the same 2 days.
Okay, got it.
Then they moved it. Because if you look at Makita's had got robbed all the time because they knew that was the spot.
Yeah.
So they had to backboard it up. You know what I'm saying? You really couldn't get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So all that, yeah, you got people doing time for it, but you can stay certain to make it look like this happened. Because I'm going to tell you what to look into. See, you ain't heard nothing from his brother.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing from
Duh.
You ain't heard nothing from his brother at all.
Nah, why would his brother come out and talk, nigga? He saw his brother be unalived in front of him. He don't want to talk. Nigga, if I were his brother, nigga, I don't want to talk. What kind of interview I want to do? Nigga, I don't want to talk. Nigga, I'm in them streets. What the fuck you talking about? I don't want to do no interviews, no pictures or nothing, nigga. Everything happened how it happened. Y'all saw how it happened, nigga. I don't want to talk. What are you talking about? Talking about his brother ain't came out. I wouldn't come out and say shit neither. What the fuck you talking about, boy? Get the lights up, man. This nigga's a bozo, bro. Man, hey, Demon, shout out to you, Demon. Shout out to you, Demon, for not damn coming out. You doing right, my boy. You doing right. You ain't got to damn come out, my boy. You ain't got nothing to explain to nobody, my boy. Nothing. You ain't got nothing to explain. Nothing to talk about. I understand. Nothing. Nigga talking about, boy. Stop it. Nigga, Lord forbid. Nigga, is you crazy? My brother? And I want an interview picture. Y'all want to know what happened, huh? And when I was right there, and I knew what was going on with my brother. Oh. Let's not forget about Big Jook. Oh, my bad. Let's get into let's rewind what he said right quick though.
Was it the same day?
Not within the same 2 days.
Okay, got it.
Then they moved it. Because if you look at Makita's had got robbed all the time because they knew that was the spot.
Yeah.
So they had to backboard it up. You know what I'm saying? You really couldn't get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So all that, yeah, you got people doing time for it, but you can stay certain to make it look like this what happened. Because I'm going to tell you what to look into. See, you ain't heard nothing from his brother.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing from his brother.
Nah, that's good.
You ain't heard nothing from his brother.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be, nigga. What you talking about? That's how it's supposed to be. Shout out to Demon, man. Shout out to Demon. Whatever Demon got going on, Demon in them streets. Nigga. What you talking about? Demon in them streets, nigga. Nigga keeping it low key. Nigga keeping it low key, nigga. No. Alright, nigga. Alright. Okay. That nigga keeping it low key. No interviews, no pictures. Nigga, I salute Demon. I'm being honest. That boy don't want to talk. That boy don't want to talk. Since you want to talk about Demon, since you want to bring Demon up, right? Since you want to bring him up, and he wasn't even gonna be this. He wasn't even gonna be what I'm finna show. This wasn't even part of the show. But when you said that at the end about Demon, I just gotta show this. This wasn't even part of the show. I just gotta show this, nigga. Stop it. This is why you ain't hearing from Demon, nigga. Let me show you. Let me show you right quick. Why you ain't heard nothing about Demon. Let me show you something right quick. Since y'all niggas want to take it up for real, let me show you something. Since y'all niggas ain't got no knowledge or nothing of what's going on, of nothing. If I see my brother right in front of me and I know who down with it, if I know and it responsible for it, knowing my brother beef, this will be going on right here too. Let me show you.
Even if you were not driving
Let me show you.
You need to try
Let me show you something right quick.
Because if you were in a car accident,
Brother.
Sources close to the family of rapper Yo Gotti confirmed the man killed outside a Hickory Hill event center is Gotti's brother. Memphis police identified him as 47-year-old Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook.
Outsiders right now from the city. If you're not from Memphis, you ain't got no people in Memphis.
Don't worry. We not worried. You feel me? All that shit y'all used to, you feel me? All that shit how y'all fuck the money up. You feel me? Remember when y'all used to fuck the money up? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this the time. I didn't fuck it up. What y'all want to do, man? I don't paint no beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a in the middle, man. Y'all don't do that, man. Don't by legacy. So shit right here, y'all. Two guys.
Going live, Jook. Going live.
What's up, man? CMG in the building, man. Hey, we going live. What's up? Holla at me. Who fuck with you, man? Show me some love, now. Yeah, man. With my homeboy, the real Memphis.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back at y'all with another video, man. You know, last weekend, Memphis showed us once again that bad blood don't die in the streets. And this time, the one who ended up paying the price was none other than the notorious Big Jook, big brother to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Upon leaving his uncle's farewell service at a restaurant and event center in Memphis, Big Jook would meet his own untimely end. After being on the receiving end of 10 bullets, your boy was taken to St. Francis Hospital where he was unfortunately deceased right then and there. In the chaos that followed the hit, word on the street was that the Merkin was carried out as payback for Big Jook's alleged involvement in 2021 hit of Young Dolph. After Dolph's hit, Big Jook had gone live to diss him in front of hundreds of people, which Dolph's associates obviously didn't take too kindly to.
I don't paint no beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a in the middle, man. Y'all don't do that, man. Don't by legacy. So right here, y'all. Two guys.
The incident is pretty recent, and the Alphabet Boys still got a lot of digging to do to confirm whether or not the hit was orchestrated as some sort of revenge play as of right now. The specifics of the incident are just starting to slowly trickle in. But you already know how we do, so without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Let's wind it back to the beginning, y'all. Big Jook was born Anthony Mims in Tennessee on January 26, 1979 in a notoriously crime-ridden neighborhood in Memphis. As a product of the Ridgecrest housing projects, Jook was no stranger to the gruesomeness that plagued the streets of Memphis, especially since his mom and dad were hustlers themselves, even getting arrested when he was just a youngin' in the 4th grade, leaving him and his younger brother Mario to fend for themselves. After growing up real close to his brother Mario as his protector and trusted ally, Jook went on to play a big role in the founding of Collective Music Group, Yo Gotti's label. Since 2012, Big Jook actively managed the business side of CMG, but thanks to the amazing relationship he had with his artists, he was featured in several music videos which boosted his fame over the years. And he mostly operated behind the scenes at CMG, and it was just a cool brother to be around. Jook well loved by most dudes he spent time with, and it wasn't until February 2017 that he got wrapped up in a big controversy during the Young Dolph versus Yo Gotti beef. If you ain't up to speed on the alleged involvement of Big Jook and Dolph's passing, you know I'm not about leaving you in the dark, so let me break it down for you right quick. Let's rewind time back to February 2016 when Dolph called out and dissed Yo Gotti on social media after Yo Gotti allegedly took offense to the fact that Dolph would no longer be signing with his label. Even though Gotti and Dolph initially played the beef for the media, things escalated real quick when CMG's artist Black Youngster showed up at Dolph's neighborhood in Memphis with some heavy artillery and threatened to murk him if they found him.
Where we at right now, cuz?
If you're wondering where Big Jook played a role in this, all you gotta do is fast forward to February 2017, when Young Dolph dropped the bomb diss track Play With Your B, in which he took some shots at Gotti and his big bro, even calling Big Jook Yo Gotti's sister. Real shots fired, for real. Even after surviving a shootout in which his band was hit more than 100 times, Dolph kept on dissing and dissing until he got popped again in 2017 at the hands of one of Yo Gotti's associates, allegedly. After recovering from his injuries, the next 4 years went down a bit more quietly for Dolph until his luck ran out in November 2021, in which he was murked right outside a store in Memphis in broad daylight. To make a really long story short, after Big Juk was seen in a picture with Hernandez Govan, father of the late great Lotta Cash Desto and the man who orchestrated the hit on Dolph, Juk immediately turned into surmise, and the accusations of his involvement in Dolph's hit started getting thrown around in the media, online and by the feds. But not 1-2 shot away from the limelight, Juk then went live and brutally dissed the deceased young Dolph in what later became a hella viral video, which earned him the hate of all the Dolph supporters.
I don't pay no beside two real niggas. Two real niggas.
Demon watching there, all this going on, guy. You don't think Demon know what's going on? Just watch this though. Watch this truck that pulled up on Juk. Why you ain't heard from Demon? You watch this.
2024, the year was just kicking off and Juk's ops was already scheming to take him down in the most vicious way. On January 13th, a Saturday, Juk was at a restaurant and event center in Memphis mourning the passing of his dear uncle.
That's crazy. You go from looking in a casket to somebody putting you in one the same day. That's crazy work. Let's go. Get the lights up.
Video that was clearly circulated by TMZ, Juk could be seen in a hella emotional state as he walked up to the open casket to say his final goodbyes to his uncle. Yo Gotti could also be seen in the video, but because he had a plane to catch and the weather was getting real bad in Memphis over the weekend, he had to leave as soon as the service ended to make it out there without getting delayed. As Juk consoled his family members and did what a man does on these occasions, the last thing bruh probably expected was that just a few minutes later he himself would be taken out and facing his own farewell service. Whatever bruh did that lit a fire under his ops, you gotta admit that running up on dude who's in such a vulnerable state following the passing of a family member is just a coward move. And that's the truth. According to a Facebook post by the Memphis PD, an officer was in the area of 6385 Winchester Road at around 4:15 p.m. that day when he suddenly heard multiple gunshots. Knowing something bad had gone down, the officer arrived at Perion's and found 2 males on the ground, each with multiple gunshot wounds. Both males were transported ASAP to St. Francis Hospital, and it wasn't until they got there that it was confirmed one of the males, none other than Big Juk, was pronounced deceased at 45. That's tragic. As per the police report, the other person was in stable condition. At the time Juk was hit, his mother was standing real close to the incident. She saw her son get murked right in front of her eyes. Had she have been a few feet closer to him, she would have probably been taken out right then and there too. But luckily, she was able to walk away unscathed. You know, that's probably through the grace of God. During a press conference the same evening, Deputy Chef Paul Wright said that the cops were trying to see if the assailant was visible in the security video, but they couldn't make anyone out. A witness who was at the scene told the Fuzz they saw the assailant speeding away in their whip. As of right now, the cops are still looking for that white Ford SUV with the tinted windows and the black tires seen in CCTV. Even though the investigation is just getting...
Nigga, this is why you probably ain't heard from down Demon, nigga. I ain't put no case on nobody, nigga, on that. But I'm just saying, you talking about, nigga, you ain't heard from, nigga. What would you do, nigga? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying Demon did. I'm just saying, nigga.
Getting started. Many sources who were present during the shootout have already said that the assailants were the dudes that were sitting in the very back in the pews listening to the service. But right before it ended, they left to go wait for Big Juk in the parking lot and ambush him when bruh least expected it. After dude's passing, a lot of rappers and fans took to social media to express their sorrow at the tragic passing of Juk, especially those associated with CMG, like Glorilla, ESTG, Big Boogie, and even your boy Meek Mill paid his respects to the big man in a touching IG story. But while all the chaos of the aftermath of your boy's passing was going down, the post that stood out the most was made by the big man himself on Friday, January 12th, exactly one day before his hit. Big Juk posted a video of himself with the caption, "They don't want to face you, they want to smoke you. Stay alert to stay alive, watch your back at all times, put snakes on a plate and eat great." As usual, lots of his fans went on the next day to claim bruh had even predicted his hit. Sadly, the one time Big Juk was caught slipping, not watching his back, and pretty much the opposite of alert was when his ops seized the opportunity to wipe him off the map. Since the hit took place, bruh has been heavily criticized for not having enough security around him despite being a public figure. As it was later revealed, he only had one bodyguard on him at the time of the incident. Like I said, the last thing you expect as you grieve your loved ones is to become a grieved loved one yourself. But that's the way things go down in the streets, man. Based on Juke's history, there's a very real possibility that the hit was carried out as payback for allegedly putting a bag on Dolph's hit in 2021 and later throwing more dirt on his name on his live. But only the streets have confirmed this so far. It's possible that even if he hadn't been taken out, the Alphabet Boys would have eventually put him in jail if they confirmed his involvement in Young Dolph's murking, but we'll obviously never know. Even if the two events are not somehow tied together, you gotta admit it's hella suspicious how similar the whole incident was to Young Dolph's hit. Almost like the assailants planned the whole thing out to make it an exact copy and paste of Young Dolph's hit.
I'm telling you.
As time goes by, we know we can hit y'all with the updates.
Alright.
But until next time,
Okay.
stay smart,
Whoever,
stay
hey,
alert, and stay real. That's really important.
whoever pulled up on Juke, they wanted to make it look exact, just how y'all did Dolph, nigga. That's how we gonna do Juke. Yeah. Whoever pulled up on Juke, they said they wanted to look just like Young Dolph. That sounds real personal to me. To me now. I don't know about y'all ears and y'all brains, how it operate. That sounds personal to me. I don't want to hear it, boy. That sounds personal to me. Shall I show another one? I got another one before we get into this other news. We got way more other clips to play too. Stop playing with me this morning. I saw that. I said, is they lying about Dolph like this? They must have forgot what happened with Dolph. And people sitting there going with it. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. Get lights up. Let me give him another business. We're gonna get another one. Let's get into another example. Let's get into one more example right quick. Hold on. Let's get into one more example. Dan. See, y'all think it's a game.
Police say Young Dolph was inside Makita's room.
Hold on. Let's get in one more. Y'all get the lights up, gang. Hold up, gang. Light that gas up if you're on that. Light that gas up for Dolph, man. Light that gas up for Dolph. Pull up, whatever you doing, man. Early morning with it. What, 9 something in the morning? 9 something in the morning. We on here on all type of topic on this Dolph. Then we got to talk about this Texas rapper BM. Then we got a dog on talk about this Nolan case. Man, we in here this morning, but we on this Young Dolph case. I'm in this Young Dolph topic right now, though. Hold up, gang. Y'all know I talk that dog talk. When I hear something about dog, we're going to talk that dog talk. Let's go. boy said, who the you put up in this blunt? This nigga smoking. Who the you put up in this blunt? This nigga smoking. Rest in peace, dog. Yeah, R.P. dog, man. For real. Let's get back into it, gang. Let's get back into these shenanigans.
Around 12:30 in the afternoon Wednesday when he was gunned down.
As the anniversary of young Dolph's approaches, the wheels of justice are beginning to turn.
Let's go back.
Johnson is also requesting a move from
Let's go back just to show
Poplar
you.
to the penal form in East Memphis.
3 years. This is 3 years of sliding for young dog.
Tellis Taylor, also known as CEO Teasy, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those close to the case tell us Taylor is part of a group, the same group linked to the suspects charged in connection with Dolph's.
As District Attorney Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for young Dolph to be.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the young Dolph. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
I don't find no bitch beside two real niggas. Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti.
They've literally been in Memphis for 3 straight years since Young Dolph died.
Hey, yo, squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Well, it seems like them boys ain't playing about Dolph because ever since he got murked by his ops, bodies been dropping. His alleged assailants have not only the law to worry about, but Dolph's people viciously spinning the block looking for him. Now, one of the headest of honchos has been targeted in Carlackin, and where it is, he's another casualty of get back for Dolph because he was the one who put the bread on Dolph's head, allegedly. And guess who he happens to be? Dolph's biggest ops brother, Big Jook. Just how many bodies dropped who was involved in Dolph's hit? We're gonna find out. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Every street rapper claims that if them or their mans get caught lacking, it's gonna be bodies dropping on the ops side in retaliation. But all them boys gone and not one of their mans slide on their ops. I guess dudes thought that was the same for all rappers, but nope. When the ops took Memphis legend Young Dolph life, man, they learned the hard way that some of these dudes are really loved and respected and their mans will slide on every block until all involved face justice.
Police say young Dolph was inside Makita's around 12:30 in the afternoon Wednesday when he was gunned down.
Street justice, that is. Dolph's people was on go time, and the cops knew it. They began advising everybody to stay at home and not come outside if you don't have to. That's how much they knew the bloodshed was about to pour for Dolph.
Tonight, we strongly encourage everyone to stay home if you do not have to be out.
The Memphis police chief is asking everyone to stay home tonight after rapper Young Dolph is gunned down at a South Memphis cookie shop.
There will be extra police presence in many parts of the city.
Police even beefed up presence in front of Yo Gotti's business, expecting bullets to rain down.
Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland says there is a team of people right now trying to keep the peace and stop any more from happening.
Yeah, they're trying. Their efforts seem to have worked last night.
But extra police presence wasn't stopping anything from going down. As much as they tried, it just didn't work. Dolph was taken out on November 17, 2021. By December 2021, a study showed that Memphis became one of the most unsafe in the country with a rise in homicides.
A new study finds Memphis is the most dangerous city in the country. This report comes as the Bluff City is on pace to surpass a record number of homicides.
The first target was an example for what's to come for anybody involved in Dolph's hit or involved with the people in Dolph's hit. Comedian Darion D. Money Childs joked about Dolph's passing on an online post. A week later, they already spun the block on him. That pole on waist couldn't stop the streak of revenge that started. January 2022, a rapper who was signed to Moneybagg Yo and who was the cousin of Big 30 by the name of Big Newski was wed up. According to Memphis Police Department, the shooting happened at the New Horizon River Apartments located at 3723 Kazasa Road around 7 p.m. When the bullets stopped, the 26-year-old man was murked from the shooting.
The New Horizon River Apartments in the 3000 block of Kazasa. Now, what we're being told is that police were dispatched here about an hour ago after getting a call about gunshots being fired in the area. Now, what we do know right now is that police are reporting that one male victim was shot here on this scene.
Big Newski was said to be connected to Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, who was currently one of the dudes charged for Dolph's homicide. 2 photos online brought their connection of the suspicion. When it seemed, they both posted pictures standing in front of the same whip. Straight Drop, on hearing Big Noosie's passing, posted a pic of him online saying, "Lost my brother, fighting to keep my head up." They were feeling the pain now, but Dolph people wasn't done yet. According to sources, Straight Drop and the dudes charged with Dolph hit don't only have ties to CMG and Yo Gotti allegedly, but they also affiliates of the Memphis gang Trula Mafia. And the OG of the gang is said to be a dude named Joshua Taylor, aka CEO Teezy. What's crazy is that Teezy was also on the cops' radar for the Dolph hit. Well, he wouldn't be a living target in time to come. On June 14, 2023, reports state that officers responded to a man down call at Spotswood Avenue near Bunton Street at 12:56 p.m. They found Taylor suffering from gunshot wounds. He was deceased at the scene. Reports continue, though, saying that people who live nearby believe he was actually shot the night before and was just discovered lifeless in a car near a church around 1 p.m.
Vitellis Taylor, also known as CEO Teezy, was found shot to death in Orange Mound Wednesday at Spotswood and Bunton. Those who live nearby tell us Taylor was actually shot the night before, discovered lifeless in a car hours later.
News reports would claim Teezy to be a high-profile gang member, and once more publicly linked Teezy to the group that murked Dolph. YouTube journalist King AK also spoke on the alleged hit that went out on Dolph and said Straight Drop would have got the go-ahead from Teezy, and by taking him out, Dolph's people was taking out the head honcho.
Teezy ain't just no gang member. Teezy was the head nigga of Trula Mafia. Do y'all understand what that means? That means if anybody that's in Trula got anything to do with Young Dolph death, Justin Johnson. Teezy at the end of the day gives the okay.
The spinning didn't stop there, and with this next alleged body in the long line of revenge for Dolph, it shocked many, because if true, it showed that not only males were in on the hit list to be spun on. Memphis rapper Destiny Golden, aka Lotta Cash Desto, was in the 5500 block of Richmond Avenue at around 2:40 a.m. with a female friend on September 24, 2022. That's when police say that they stopped behind a dark 4-door vehicle at a traffic light. 2 male bangers popped out the dark whip and walked down on Desto and the female passenger, murking Desto and injuring the girl she was with. Now this is what made many connect her homicide to get back for Dolph. In a strange turn of events, another person arrested for orchestrating Young Dolph's hit was Desto's father, Hernandez Govan.
Court records show 43-year-old Hernandez Govan, who was just indicted in the rap star slaying, along with Johnson and Cornelius Smith, once lived just a few houses down. Neighbors fearing for their lives told us off camera he grew up on the street. A possible connection linking the suspects, as District Attorney Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for Young Dolph to be murdered.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the Young Dolph. He played the role of the person who solicited.
What he himself then posted online hinted even more that she was taken out because of his actions that got Dolph murdered. It's crazy how the pieces are connecting with everybody dropped. Dolph's people wasn't letting up, and the next target will prove just that. According to the Memphis Police Department on August 18, 2023, police said that gunfire rang out around 9:30 a.m. at a BP gas station on the 500 block of South Parkway East. Officers responded and located a male to Manuel Benson, who was Black Youngster's brother, with a fatal gunshot wound. The dude wasn't even masked up or nothing because police had a clear image to release to the public with a $5K reward for info about his whereabouts. He just made sure to get his task done, no concern about no face, no case, or nothing. Another one bite the dust, and of course all fingers pointed to PRE. Dolph boys having something to do with it, since it was Black Youngster who was initially arrested for one of the attempts on Dolph's life in 2017 when over 100 shots was sprayed at Dolph's black SUV. Black Youngster and Dolph been into it after Youngster inherited the beef from Yo Gotti, and Black Youngster was out here strapped up looking for smoke with the Goonies. Now he was left with pain and anger with the loss of his brother to the cycle of spinning being allegedly carried out by Dolph Mans and them. In all of this, the main op, Yo Gotti, who was the face of the CMG beef with Dolph, was seemingly untouched from the spinning. But from the bodies dropping, it's no surprise that Dolph's peoples will find a way to make him hurt. And they nearly double-timed his family and called moms, too. Luckily, she ran for her life. However, his brother, known as Big Jook, wasn't so lucky. Ironically, Big Jook was at the funeral of a loved one when he himself was packed up the same day. Remember PRE artist Grove Hero? Had got online when Dolph was murked and said that it was Big Jook who put the 40K bag on Dolph's head and it was smoke whenever he saw him.
If a nigga told you, hey man, look bro, man, just put a $40,000 hit on you, bro. Like, nigga, man, come on, bro. I'm standing on there. Bro, I'm not no shake ass nigga, bro. Ain't no nigga finna tell me a nigga put $40,000 on my head and I'm finna do this, bro. Anybody that associate with you, and this ain't got nothing to do with them other folks, bro. It's certain folks that got something to do with this. It's Juke, and God, it really ain't got nothing to do with this shit. But Juke, his brother. It's Juke. It's Juke. It's Migo, it's Youngster. These the folks that got something to do with this shit, dog.
So, you know.
Y'all just heard what Grove Hero said. And let me tell you something, Jamal. How the hell this is a fake narrative, nigga? Let me tell you something. I'm pushing that fake over here. That's Grove Hero, a Paper Route member. That is a Paper Route member. He said that before, I'm talking about, nigga, before everything came out, Grove Hero told us, led us on to what was going on, really. This is a Paper Route member. What the fuck is you talking about? He told us, nigga, from the get-go who had something to do with Young Dolph. Stop playing with me, man. This is a Paper Route member. This ain't nobody that's out the street now. This is a Paper Route member, Grove Hero. You don't think he know what the fuck going on? Stop it, man. Stop it, gang.
Called
Stop
moms,
it,
too.
man.
Luckily, she ran for her life. However, his brother, known as Big Jook, wasn't so lucky. Ironically, Big Jook was of a loved one when he himself was packed up the same day. Remember PRE artist Grove Hero? Had got online when Dolph was murked and said that it was Big Jook who put the 40K bag on Dolph's head and it was smoke whenever he saw him.
If a nigga told you, hey man, look bro, man, just put a $40,000 hit on you, bro. Like, nigga, man, come on, bro. I'm standing on there.
He put a $40,000 on Grove Hero head too. Remember, Big Jook had a menu for all them boys over there on Paper Route. What are you talking about? 100,000 on Dolph, 50,000 on Key Glock, Snoop Bands, Big Moochie. They even had 5,000 on Big Moochie head. I don't know what Big Moochie did. Big Moochie probably robbed somebody from over there on CMG side or something. But yeah, Big Jook had a menu. He put a menu together. And y'all sitting there and still ain't believing this shit, and they telling y'all what really happened. And y'all sitting there saying, duh, sitting there like, duh, nigga, this is a Paper Route member. Who you gonna believe? Other people or a Paper Route member that's been around and knowing what's going on, that be around Dolph almost every day? Man, stop it. I'm gonna believe a Paper Route member that be around Dolph almost every day. That's who I'm going with. That's who I'm going with.
Bro, I'm not
I ain't
no
going with what y'all
nigga,
saying.
Bro. Ain't no nigga finna tell me a nigga put $40,000 on my head and I'm finna do this. Bro, anybody that associate with you, and this ain't got nothing to do with them other folks, bro. It's certain folks that got something to do with this. It's Juke, and God, it really ain't got nothing to do with this shit. But Juke, his brother. It's Juke, it's Migo, it's Youngster. These the folks that got something to do with this shit, dog.
So, you know, they probably was fully invested in catching Jook lacking. On January 13th, Anthony Mims, a.k.a. Big Jook, and Yo Gotti attended a farewell service for their relative, OG Eric Bolden. In a video clip shared by YouTube journalist Seti Nash, both can be seen going up to the casket. According to him, who claims to have factual information, there were two dudes in the back of the church scoping out Big Jook, and they waited for the perfect moment to catch Jook lacking. That moment will come at the...
Nah, I don't think them niggas was in the damn church. I don't think they never did go in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they never was in the back of the damn church. like some damn ninjas. I do not agree with that part. I don't agree that it was already in there. No, I do not believe that. Let's go.
Pass after the farewell service outside of Perion's restaurant and event center on the
I believe
6300
them
block
niggas
of
already
Winchester
outside,
Road.
nigga.
Gotti luckily didn't go to the repass because he might have suffered the same fate. Big Jook would enter his vehicle and allegedly Yo Gotti moms was also in the whip, but that wasn't stopping anything and the shooter started busting.
And that's another thing too. I don't know now. I don't know if she was right there. I don't know if she was right there, cause when you in beef, you think you just gonna say, "Hold up, they go to mama right there." Wait, don't shoot. The mama is with him. We're gonna spare the mama. I don't know when you're in street beef. I don't know. I don't know how certain people think, but when you're in street beef, I don't think they sparing nothing around. You see how they hit up the security guard. So I don't even think that the mama was right there. Cause she was right there, they would have nailed her too. I'm just being honest. And GTA, let's go.
And a Big Jook and another homie that was in the car. Allegedly, his mom's, by a stroke of luck or God shielding her, was able to dip out the whip and run for her life, escaping the fatal shooting. Big Jook will be rushed to the hospital where, unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti.
Onlookers and surveillance footage captured a white SUV with no license.
Dang, would you look at this? Look how them boy pulled up. Them boy pulled up, ready to go. No tag. Dang, all white thing. Still ain't heard about it since. I ain't heard about this truck. Ain't seen this truck since. This is the truck that pulled up on Big Jook. The boy put up no tag, no flag. Huh? No tag, no flag, no traces, no case. What is this truck at? In the bottom of an ocean? Burnt to pieces? Savage yard? On different cars? Oh man, who knows? Who knows? This is still a mystery. That's all I'm gonna say. This is still a mystery. I ain't hold on, wait. I ain't laughing at the situation. I'm just saying. It's still a mystery. Let's go.
Away from the scene, and police are on the hunt for the vehicle.
Tonight, police are looking for
He said pre scared to get Dolph lit back. How pre scared, nigga, and they don't know what the hell happened to listen. Look. They don't know. Look. How pre scared? You just sat here and watched the whole thing. How pre scared?
Away from the scene, and police are on the hunt for the vehicle.
Tonight, police are looking for a white Ford Explorer SUV in connection with the shooting. It has dark tinted windows and black wheels. A witness told police they saw suspects in the SUV speeding away.
Everything came full circle, leading up to Big Jook. Looking back after Dolph's hit, Jook was one of them always poking fun at Dolph.
Cornbread still alive. Cornbread still alive, and Jook Killer wasn't pre. You a whole groupie. Man, all right, okay. You right. We're gonna go with your theory. You right. Big Jook Killer wasn't pre. You right. Yeah, you right. We're gonna go with it. He say Cornbread still alive. Nigga, if he was out, you don't think? Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. And he in PC. That boy in PC. That boy in PC. How can you get somebody that's in PC? How can you get somebody that's in PC? I'm just saying though. I ain't promoting no violence in there over here. I'm just saying though. I'm just stating the obvious. You coming with it. I'm just stating like, come on. Stop playing, man. He was out here for a month after you. I don't want to talk. They would have touched this. Man, bro, how? Yeah, Cornelius? He was in their custody ever since December. What are you talking about? When that happened to Dolph, they picked him up in December. He was in hideout. I ain't here to argue with you, gang. I ain't here to argue with you, to be real with you. I I ain't even here to argue with
Dolph
you.
passing and his artist about coming to CMG for bread. And in another video,
I ain't
he
even here to argue with you,
disrespected
gang.
Dolph while filming a mural with Dolph.
Two real niggas with a in the middle, man.
More info
You
was
seen that?
surfaced and it will become even more convincing.
Bro, they even said in court, Jamal, let me tell you something, Jamal. They even said in court if Big Juke was still alive, he would have been charged with the Young Dolph murder. They said that in court. So if the court said that, you don't think the streets already knew what was going on before the police? Put your damn thinking cap on, brother. Since you said big, man, come on, man. Nigga, soon when that happened to Dolph, nigga, them niggas knew what was going on. Soon when that happened, you thought they was sitting, you thought you thought them paper route niggas didn't know what was going on. Soon when that happened, if they ain't know what was going on, right? Okay. The day before, a couple days before, they started shooting at paper route Wolf. And paper, listen though, wait though. If they ain't know what was going on, why would he come out the door with gun in his hand already? Why? Cause he knew them boys knew they had bags on all their heads. Them boy knew. You don't think the streets, them boy knew what was going on, gang? Stop playing, gang. You act like you ain't know. Come on, gang. I don't think you really know about that dog shit, bro. You just in here talking and shit. And talking and typing and shit. Stop playing, man. Them niggas knew what was going on. A regular nigga wouldn't come out the door with gun in his hand ready. Them boy knew he had, them boy, even the boss man knew, Dolph knew he been saying it in songs. That he knew he had a hit on his head. He been said it. Man, you in here just talking now. You in here just talking now.
All connected to Dolph's hit. Video
You
footage
just
in
ain't
the
talking,
net
man.
showing Big Juff with a stack chilling with CEO Teasy. Then also at his personal birthday party. So the two was tight.
Y'all just in here talking now.
But that's not all. Big Jupp is also seen in photos with none other than the man authorities claim to have orchestrated the Dolph hit, Hernandez Govan. No one is too high to get touched, because for some people, like those who loved and respected Dolph, they'd by any means necessary slide on anybody involved in murking their mans. And these bodies are allegedly just the tip of the iceberg. Apparently the streets are saying countless bodies already dropped over Dolph behind the scenes.
The young Dolph has traumatized so many people in that whole ecosystem and structure in Memphis. There's been that seemingly a revenge immediately afterwards. Remember, they said like 4 niggas got in the next 24, 48 hours. But even like, how long Dolph been dead? I think Dolph got, was it 2020? Or maybe 2021? Damn it. Young Dolph might have been the most loved nigga I've ever seen in the history of hip-hop. I don't think there was more sliding about Pac, more sliding about Nipsey Hussle. Nigga, this type of sliding here, nigga, is a different nigga. These niggas got a slip and slide going on in Memphis. I don't know what the... I didn't know that Dolph was loved like this. They've literally been Memphis for 3 straight years since Young Dolph died. I've never seen some shit like this.
I wonder if those involved still think it was worth taking his life. All celebrations of somebody's hits in the streets always turn to mourning at some point. R.I.P. to Young Dolph and all the people who lost their lives in this mess.
Hold up, gang. Oh, no, I blocked you already. My bad. My fault. I was finna reply to you, but my fault. My fault. I was about to reply to you right quick, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna reply to you. There's no need, gang. I'm gonna be honest. You neither. Hold up. You said why it taking so long? Get your ass out of here, gang. Y'all just hit a troll, gang. Y'all hit a troll, gang. Y'all don't even know what the fuck going on. Y'all sitting there like, dude, it's in your face. Like, I hate when something that's in your face and you still sitting there damn like, looking around and shit, bro. That called a bird box. I'm being honest. That's called a bird box. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Bird box. You're a bird box, man. Straight up. A whole bunch of bird boxes, man. Say what you wanna say. Say what you want to say. Straight up. I'm just gonna be honest with you, gang. Long live dog. Long live Juke. I ain't got a dog and I ain't got a fight in it neither. I ain't from Memphis. Whatever they got going on don't got nothing to do with me, but at the same time, bro, I ain't gonna push no fake shit, bro. What's going on, that's what going on. Like I told y'all, what Grow Hero said, I'm going off of what Grow Hero said. I'm not going off of no street. I ain't going off of what no other nigga saying. Oh, no, this happened. Nah, I'm going off what Grow Hero told us in the beginning before the trial even happened. Hey, nah, y'all, this is what's going on. Before we knew about anything, Grow Hero came out and told us. A paper route member, affiliate, member, everything. I'm talking about that B. Randolph and his niggas. Y'all think people talk about everything on camera? Imagine what they talk about off camera. That no when nobody be around, when they're just the paper route members, everybody just sitting around talking and chilling. You imagine how the conversations go? You can just imagine. I don't think y'all use your brain though. He said you just a fan, man. Stay in a fan place. Bruh, I'm just stating the fucking facts, bro. Some of the shit y'all saying don't even make fucking sense. Like y'all said, something like the dude said in the other fucking podcast. He said Dolph was kidnapped, then his body was put at Makita's cookies. Then they said Makita's cookie was involved. Why in the world they didn't bring up? Why Cornelia Smith didn't bring up the cookie shop in trial? Okay, wait. We're gonna tell on Big Juke. We're gonna tell on Hernandez Govan, but we ain't gonna tell on the cookie shop. Why are we leaving them out? Why not put them inside this? Let's put them in. Why we saving them? I'm trying to think. Why is we saving them? The cookie shop. Since we putting everybody else in it. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to sit there and put it in there, but I can't really think why is we saving the cookie shop. Why we ain't told on the cookie shop that they had something to do with Young Dolph death? But y'all going with it, yeah. Oh yeah, I heard the cookie shop. Yeah, they set him up. What? They even said they was gonna charge Big Juke and he's gone. They said if Big Juke was still living, he would have been charged with Young Dolph on the live and game. Is y'all getting that in through y'all fucking head? So if the court says that, you don't think the streets knew CMG them had something to do with the Young Dolph? Way before they told anybody. Way before. Remember, when it first happened to Young Dolph, nobody knew who took out Young Dolph. But I bet them paper route boy knew who did it. Soon it happened. I bet you. Put money on it. Stop playing, man. Stop playing with me, bro. I ain't finna sit and be like the other people just sitting there going with the narratives and going with that. Hell no, I ain't going with somebody done kidnapped this damn man and took him to no what? But hey, y'all like it, I love it. Y'all go with it, that's y'all. I can't tell y'all how to think or go with. I'm just saying, certain shit shouldn't be said on here. Like, come on, gang. let's use let's use our fucking head instead of a damn shit rat. Um, let's get to this Texas rapper baby mom confess. Set him up by getting the kids and life back. See, when we was talking about this other day, I told y'all when that girl pulled up, I told y'all when she pulled up, I said something didn't seem right. I said, did she knew? I said, I know where she pulled up so fast like that. Because how the real cartel boat get out the fucking car, she pull up like that. that fast. I knew it. We were talking about this, and then this come out. Oh yeah, get the lights up. Oh yeah, get the lights up. Hold up, gang. I fucking do it. I do it. I knew it was a setup. I said it the other day. I said something didn't seem right. How the hell she pulled up like that on that man? Soon he got that fucking car.
Cartel go, man. Y'all seen him? No, I don't. I ain't seen his face. Holding around with all these bags and working on my endurance. Why everybody in the rush to class, but nobody got insurance? I'm gonna
See, I
tell you
heard it
this
all
story.
started
Put the
behind
camera out the window and see the bridge so we ain't got to stop.
Keisha.
It's kind of dangerous to be out right there.
They
Some
beef.
person said got his head cut off.
Man,
Cut his
you need
dick
to
off,
interview
put his
Stan
dick in
G.
his
No, the
mouth
hell I
and
don't.
his kids.
Oh
You know
man,
what I'm saying?
I do not need to interview Stan G. No, I don't. Me and that nigga there get into it. No cap. I don't need to interview that nigga. I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. The shit I done heard him say about Young Dolph them, I do not want to hear it. Get the likes up though. I don't want to hear nothing from that nigga.
Saying. But they never disclosed what it was. So
I don't even want to be in the same room with
right
that
here, we
nigga.
coming up on it. This bridge right here. A lot of people don't even remember Perkins. That shit happened in 2006.
I found it interesting that all of the key places Bo was showing us on this journey all centered around one thing: violence. Every single place that he was bringing me to had some sort of significant violent encounter.
Man, this ain't Cali. My creeping don't come from Cali. Not from Murderwood. Now come over here and tell me what you got to tell me. As my grandmother used to say, the same thing that'll make you laugh will also make you cry. May she rest in peace. I try my best to live by that every day. And I tell people all the time, man, it's best to treat people how you want to be treated. A couple days ago, we talked about the Houston rapper Cartel Bo, him getting arrested while on federal probation for claims against his baby mother. Everything they've been going through has managed to reach the public. The public fallouts, the public back and forths, the public social media bashing, even him posting a list he claimed his baby mother slept with the day before he got arrested. It looked like they hated each other. But behind the scenes, according to the baby mother, he was still trying to get her back. He also battling cancer. From the outside looking in, you would have thought she stayed down. But sometimes the end ain't what people expect. She did come back, but some say for revenge. A day or two later after coming back, she ran out the house wearing nothing but her underwear, while in handcuffs, alleging she was locked in a closet, beaten and abused. Not to mention, as aid, she was forced to eat little to nothing according to her, then allegedly denied food for days. These are serious allegations, and they're now at the center of a criminal case, as mentioned at the very beginning, with the man that's currently on federal probation. Now, according to her, this abuse been going on for years, so a lot of people are asking the same question. Why did she come back? Well, she recently sat down in an interview that made me bring this to you guys' attention right away. She made one thing clear. She says her feelings for her baby father are gone. Say she doesn't care what happened to him anymore. As long as she has her children in her life, he could die in jail, according to her. So now people are wondering, was this a setup? Was this the plan all along? I mean, Cartel Bo did come out and say he had custody of his child. Maybe this was her way of getting back. One thing we do know is this. Whether these allegations are true or not, he's now in a fight for his life. Because these new charges could carry devastating consequences if convicted. So today we're going to hear directly from his children's mother. We'll go over the latest developments since Cartel Bo was arrested and revisit what the court document alleged and see exactly what his case stands today. If you missed the first breakdown, I'll leave the link in the bio. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Another PSA. Listen, if you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. It's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful tools. And one of the main tools lets you access up to 700.
Remember, y'all? Okay, here you go. Remember we were just talking about this the other night when I said how in the hell she pulled up soon as he got the fucking car. I was just talking about this the other night. Look, he gets out the car and she pulls up right after. I said something right about that. She pulls up right after he gets out the fucking car. I knew somewhere right. I knew it. She getting the damn baby, y'all. She getting the baby. She running with the baby. She running. I knew it. How in the hell you soon that nigga pull? I'm talking about soon he back in. That nigga telling somebody to get his scrap. Get my scrap out the car. Get my scrap. Get the scrap. He telling somebody to grab the scrap.
And that was Cartel Bo, as we played in the previous video, getting into an altercation with the Uber driver who was driving Cartel baby mother to go pick up their child. Now, keep in mind, they have 3 kids together, 2 sons, 1 girl. Cartel Bo talked about how the police wanted to talk to him, man. He didn't want to feel like a snitch, but he also had custody of his child. Well, it seemed that the police had put a warrant for his arrest, which the baby mother had later spoke on in an interview for not going up there because charges was pressed by the Uber driver. On top of that, the allegations that we went over earlier in the video and in the previous video, that a month later, he kidnapped his baby mother, allegedly, by holding her against her will and not feeding her, which prompted her to escape with nothing but underwear and handcuffs. And since then, Cartel Bo has been incarcerated on a no bond, waiting to go to his next court appearance mid-August.
Rapper known as NFL Cartel Bo is facing new felony charges for allegedly kidnapping his girlfriend. The rapper, whose real name is Warren Brown, was already behind bars on a misdemeanor charge for assaulting an Uber driver that police say witnessed Brown attacking his girlfriend while she was trying to pick up their child. Court documents say the kidnapping took place more than a month after that attack. Brown is due in court Friday for that assault charge and then due back in court Monday for the aggravated kidnapping charge.
24 hours after the news went public, Cartel Bo baby mother do an interview, and it gets released 48 hours after. The same day he was denied bar. Check it out.
He's sick in his head. You're in my face and filing the whole time for custody of our daughter. So I didn't know that. They're serving me at an address that I don't even live at. I don't know to go get a lawyer, nothing, none of that. The girl tells me when it's already ongoing and been going on. So I let him have that because it's like, this is your daughter. You do need to be a dad. You did miss out on almost 5 years of her life. You got out in 4.5 and just made it in time for her 5th birthday. Good for you. I didn't really think about it like the bitter baby mama. Oh, you not finna get no kid. You like trying to control you, because I will never go through children to hurt somebody else. That's just not me.
So was there no fear?
I never went to court and lost custody. I never even fought him in court. I'm pregnant with a whole baby. Tired as, even though I don't show when I'm pregnant and look pregnant any pregnancy that I've ever had. Hey, listen, I'm exhausted. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to keep up with. And look, you are her dad. So what is wrong with you having her? And at the time that he's filing custody, our daughter, when he got out of jail, didn't even stay with him. He only got her every other weekend and was supposed to get her every weekend. And if he did get her, she wasn't immediately staying with him on the weekend. She was staying with whoever, a babysitter. Behind my back, you got my daughter meeting so many different that you just meet offline. You're weird. You're weird, and my daughter don't like that. And she doesn't like the way in front of you, and he'll coach her on camera to say that I'm a bad mom and I'm abandoning her because she's afraid. She's intimidated by you. You're disgusting. And that daddy-daughter, that only lasts for so long. Your daughter understands exactly what's going on, our daughter, and has explained it, told me herself that she doesn't like the way her daddy treats me. So if he thinks that he has his daughter like wrapped around his finger, that's sad that he doesn't, because you're supposed to at this age. But eventually they do grow out the little daddy girl stage because they know what the is really going on. And unfortunately, she really knows what's going on.
So let me ask you this. So was there no fear, because you've been very open about the abuse that you experienced with him, was there no fear about your daughter being with him? And you know what I'm saying? Like,
there was, but what could I do whenever he's sitting there taking advantage of the fact that he convinced me to be a stay-at-home mom, just be with the kids, and the whole time behind my back, you're around. You talking shit about me being this and that and a prostitute, which is not valid. I've never sold no for you. Never turned around and gave you any money, like you quote unquote say that these men have given me, and you're lying. You're sitting on Instagram lying. You're putting me together with men that I've never met. You are lying. You're insecure. And if you want rap friends that bad and you want to follow back so bad, because that's what's going on. I noticed that, for example, after he talked about Lil Migo, we've never met in real life. We've never met. Y'all are following each other. Some of the men that you like put me in the category with, whether I had dealings with them or not. One, if I had dealings with them, you think
we just were talking about Lil Migo.
They might not tell you that, but
Lil
they
Migo.
are. Because who the
You ain't talking to Lil Migo, is it?
You think you are?
Where's Lil Migo at? We ain't been seeing Lil Migo.
Like a loser.
You need to tell us where Lil Migo at.
That
Him and
trying
Black
to hang out
Youngster.
with, that you're calling out, that you're saying slept with me, and if they did sleep with me,
Man, don't put that name
you're sitting there
on.
taking pictures and linking up with them. You look stupid. You're the
I
biggest
can't put no
you're
words
loser.
in my damn chat, bro.
You look weak as hell. But yeah, I was. But at the time, I'm sitting down being a stay-at-home mom. And when I'm getting my ass whooped,
I don't care how y'all be
and
talking.
I'm not able to even make my own bread, because that's where he wants me to be at the lowest of my lowest. He's intentionally doing things so that I don't have a way to make money, so that I don't have a voice to speak up for myself. He's isolating me. He's making everybody think that I'm crazy. He's painting a nasty narrative on Instagram about my life, which he has no right to do. So now let's expose the truth. I don't give a f about open cases. There is no open cases right now. He has people thinking that interview me. That affects my case. No, it won't. Evidence, hardcore evidence is what these people have. Me doing interviews doesn't affect anything. You just don't want people to work with me so that I can't really expose who you really are. You're sitting there lying on me, slandering my motherhood, slandering my character as a whole person, as a whole woman, so that nobody loves me, adores me, and fucks with me. And you got me up. So you, your money, your opportunities, because I'm not saving face for you at all. You are the worst person that I've ever met in my entire life. And if I would have ever known you were going to come out of jail after me holding you down before jail and during your time, I would have never with you. You are somebody that I wish I never met. I don't give a what's going on with you. You sick, you die, however you die in that cell behind four walls, or you die from whatever sick it is that you got. I sympathize with people that really want to change and really take care of their families and really care about their kids and really care and really are genuine. He's far from any of those things. You want to use the chess, not checkers, play card and throw in the card that you're sick with cancer. You were whooping my. We've been known that you was sick, and you was still way before that, the year before that. We've been knowing that you could potentially be sick years before that. And guess what you were doing when we really knew that you were sick a year ago, when you finally went to the doctor, beating my ass while I'm pregnant? So why the should I care and sympathize with somebody that's still doing those things and they're apparently sick and guilt tripping me stay with them to take care of them, and that's why I was there to take care of him, because I have a big heart. Even after he did that list, he wanted to work it out, and we were working on things, and then I decided, you know what, this is not for me. And the day that I'm getting up, ready to he comes and drops the bombshell on me that he's sick. But you still being evil and like that. While you nose tears, always convincing me to come back and you want your family, you're being evil. I'm not going to sympathize with somebody that's sipping oil every other day, if not every day. That has our daughter in the studio on school nights until 6, 7 in the morning, and she's missing school a lot. She's missed so much school she can't miss any more days. I'm not sympathizing with nobody that don't give a. Sometimes when people are sick, not even sometimes, if they're already how they are, they're not going to change. Period. So I'm not giving him the sympathy card. Whatever it is that he's doing on social media is for image, it's for look, it's for validation, and he's an attention whore. And since you want so much attention and you think that Instagram court is going to hold up an actual court, and it's not, you know, I just hope that all these, that you feel, that he feels like, that he may feel have one up on me, laughing at me, mental, his Instagram, little fans. I hope that all these.
This is Cartel Bo, baby
that
mama
encourage
gang.
you and enable
Speaking
you
on the situation.
with your nasty ass abusive behavior.
So you clicked on this video because you want to make money, right? You want to be able to sell out collections and buy your favorite
We
sneakers.
finna jump into
like
that Nolan
this.
Wells situation after this.
Hey, let's see how they hold it down. I hope they all can fund your commissary. And people, they come and go. So let's see, because I'm not backing down. I'm standing on business this time.
I understand that you're very much standing on this because of things.
I don't care that he's the father of my children anymore. That was why I spared him, and that's why cases got thrown out. Not the narrative that he paints where I'm banging on his door. Oh, he's innocent, and they got thrown out. No, your grandmother's funeral had just happened. She died, and my grandmother had just died like a week or two before that, or her funeral was held before that. And I was in a vulnerable moment, which is how I even got pregnant again. Really drunk. We hanging out because we just lost our grandmas and like that. He was at my grandmother's wake and funeral trying to act weird. Even my family was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And then at his grave, when he needed me, can you just be there for me, calling me son? Can you bring the kids to the funeral? I was already bringing them on behalf of a family member that asked me to. I'm not coming for you. Can you please, after the funeral, we hung out and we were around each other and we did a flick and I used it for OnlyFans. Of course, why wouldn't I? I'm a capitalize because you're talking shit about me in the blogs. And we did that after the fact that he slandered me and said that I was homeless and did all that immigrant's apartment, which is very false. I don't live there. Any of that wasn't true. But
okay, so let's talk about that. No, that's what I want to talk about.
But what I want to say is like, that's even how I got pregnant while people sit there and they try to judge. But you're pregnant. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's not the principle. So what? Stop protecting and defending a person that needs to be held accountable. That just caused me to miscarry. I'm not playing with him, whether or not I was thinking abortion or not. That's for me to go do. You don't do that. You don't put your hands on nobody and cause that type of stuff to happen. So, yeah, I'm going to stand on business. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to get all that out.
Shout out to Real Life Street Star. After listening to her interview, I had to bring it to you guys' attention. This is a woman who knew what she was doing from the very beginning. While Cartel Bo thought he was winning on social media, she was allegedly plotting behind him. They got him now fighting for his life, and she's now currently in the running of having custody of her kids again. And as she said in the very beginning of her interview, reclaiming her life, not caring how he passed away in the process. Y'all think this was done intentionally, or do you think this was something that happened and it just caught up with Cartel Bo? Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to today.
TV,
I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, man. She sound like she crazy as hell. Cartel Bo, you should have been got rid of her. Cartel Bo, you should have got rid of that. I ain't gonna say it. What round with Bo? Cartel Bo, you should have been got rid of that. Whatever round with Bo. Yeah, you should have been got rid of her. That what it sound like
Every
to me.
driver has
I'll be
strong
honest with
opinions
you.
about their truck,
Hold on,
how
gang.
much weight they can haul,
Let's get to the
how
Nolan
it
well
pulls under load,
situation
and
though.
whether the cab is actually built for real.
Yeah, it sound you should have been got rid of her. I ain't gonna cap to you, boy. And she knowing you sick, acting like that. Oh no. You should have been got rid of her. For real, for real. Hold up. Let's get rid of this right here. Out of here. I had to edit a couple things right quick. Alright. Let's get into this right here. Let's get into some of these things about this Nolan Well situation. Let's get back into it, man. Hold up. My fault, man. Let's get into this Nolan Well situation, man. We're gonna get into let's let's get back into some of that, and then we're gonna wrap it up, gang. Let's go.
Let me just say this right off the bat. There's
Stop 6.
alcohol involved. What is being told to me that 100% there's cocaine involved. There's multiple people involved. People that may have seen Nolan last, but it's not being truthful and coming forward as to what they saw, who was with him last. And we have various people that have come out or come to us with the information. And one was sent in a DM honing in on one particular person that may have been in an altercation with Nolan. Now, this appears to be post the phone call and the boys that I talked to who had already left. And I've been telling people that it appears that the young men that I interviewed had nothing to do with this. And the sentiment still continues. I have names. I know who these people are. My goal with this is to present it to law enforcement before I say anybody's name. But I'm going to let you guys know what I have heard so you can have a perspective, because when the autopsy comes out, or at least the toxicology results comes out, it's going to prove whether or not people are saying things to me that are not true, or the sources that I believe are verified or accurate. Before we get to that, I need to follow up and dispel this mythical phone call, because I think people are still pushing this. And I've been telling you guys from the very beginning that I think that they're pushing people in the wrong direction. When you get information that leads you to believe that this group of people had nothing to do with it, you need to move on and look at other leads. And I feel like in this case, people are so hell-bent on making it about race and making it specifically about these white boys like low-hanging fruit because they reported he was missing. They seen him on the day of the thing. Y'all just jumping into conclusions, making it about them. And with the information that I got today, and I really been holding some of it for the last several days, I just needed to verify a few things, that people should have been going in another direction instead of wasting time with these boys that I had already been vindicated. let's go to the tow call, and this is on Nancy Grace's show. And hopefully I get an opportunity to talk to Nancy Grace about this, because I just feel like you have to be very mindful and doing due diligence before you put these things out on the internet, given the fact of the confusion that it could cause. Just real quick, this is why I don't believe that. I think people are hearing what they want to hear and not what is said. Either this is doctored or people are hearing things that they want to hear and not what's said. Because there is verifiable proof from people that spoke to me and also law enforcement that people had seen Nolan after this call had occurred and after the boys had left already. So that creates an impossibility that someone can be talking about Nolan being dead if he's seen alive after this. And I'm being told in some of the things that I've seen is that people have seen him alive right before 6 p.m., which is over an hour after this happened. All right, let's get to the clip, and we're going to further dispel this with TMZ's reporting as well. Roll it.
Everyone keeps asking me how I do my podcast alone. The answer, Riverside. I get high quality.
Tito Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're on that.
What?
All right, pause.
Did we?
I'm going to get to Nancy Grace here in a second, but I want you guys to go back and I want you to take another listen. Now, I want you to frame this within the context that clearly Nolan is still alive during this period. So let's remove Nolan from this context. Let's play it within the context of them mentioning things on boat being either dead or whatever the case may be. Put this in the context of they're on a boat, they're about to sink, the village port or whatever it's called is not working, dead, damaged, they're concerned. Put that in your mind as you listen to this and tell me if you hear something different than Nolan, is he dead, and all of that stuff. Roll it.
Tito Assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
What did we just hear? What was that? Straight out to investigative reporter Crime Stories, Dave Mack. Did you just hear what I heard? Now,
all right, let me move on from this because she's going to interview another guy, and I'm running out of time. I gotta get through this. You guys can watch that on. Just go to her channel. You can see what her interview was. Now, I'm trying to help us not get too caught up and and people look like fools. So now, go to the TMZ article real quick. The TMZ presentation. TMZ played this. All of the above, DMing me to death about this on TMZ. Let me just read real quick from what TMZ said. Evidence appears to show Nolan Wells was still on Horn Island when his friend's boats left. TMZ has learned. Sources with direct knowledge of the investigation claim authorities have evidence of Nolan being on the Mississippi Barrier Island. Let's see, after the boat departed on the 4th of July, which would be a huge development. We're told that at least 2 witnesses who were interviewed by law enforcement say that they saw Nolan on the island after the boat headed back to the mainland. That's That's significant for many reasons. Now, what do you guys got to say about this? TMZ, who put it out, reiterated that there's people that are saying they saw Nolan afterwards. It continues. TMZ enhanced the audio of Nolan's friend's frantic call for help when their boat was sinking, and people believe you can hear someone saying, "Is he dead?" But our sources tell us people on the boat have heard the enhanced audio and are telling people around them the audio is only panic from a boat sinking. If you put that in context, you can see exactly what's going on. Now, let's move on, because I was given this video. And here's a video of the actual boat as they're getting towed out. Do you see Nolan on this boat whatsoever? Now, I did this so we can get context. Now, the nut job lunatics that want to believe what they want to believe, don't worry about them. I'm talking of those of us who really care about getting to the bottom of this. And just hold on with me, because we got to get to the new stuff that I just heard before we run out of time. So that's a video of that. Now let me present something else to you, because this is a video of what it looked like, and Nolan is in this video. We'll put the video up. Nolan is in this video. Put it on the screen. Pause it right here. So this was sent to us as well. I'm sure this video is circulating anyway. If you look at the boy in the blue shorts, right where his butt is at, you move over at the edge of the boat in his butt, and that's actually Nolan standing in the water right there. I'm going to have the team play the video and pan it so you can see what environment they were in. Similarly, when the boat began to sink. Roll the clip. Pause. Do you guys see how many people are out there? Play it again. Do you guys see how many boats are out there? So this is where the boat is at when they begin to become distressed. Right in this area. As you can see how close they are to the land. You can see where the coordinates were at.
All these people out here, gang.
So when they're taking in water,
Nobody saw nothing. All these people out
when their boat
here.
is beginning to sink because it's anchored, it's happening right there.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, maybe just...
Was it that many people around when that happened to Nolan?
For somebody to believe that this dispatch call is a desperate call with Nolan laying dead in the middle of their boat, that does not make sense. And to think that nobody saw it when they're entangled within all these people, I think is a disservice. We need to get to the information that I heard. We'll get to Miss Rachel and her silly self. And Judge Mathis. We'll get to Judge Mathis. But what I was told, and you guys, please take in consideration that it's reliable sources. However, the only way to prove the truth in this is if I see it with my own eyes, if the law enforcement have the investigation of this, and also when the toxicology results come out. But people are messaging me and telling me that there is heavy drinking and there's cocaine involved. And there's a particular person whom I know this person's name. I'm not going to disclose it. I'm going to go to the police first, and then I will disclose it if it doesn't interfere in the investigation. But this person allegedly was offering people cocaine, and someone close to Nolan, one of his friends, told me that this person was offered cocaine and rejected it from this person. And I was also told, and this person told me that it's over 100% chance that Nolan was using cocaine during this period of time.
Y'all think that true, gang?
This person said
Get the lights up. Let's get the 40 lights.
150%.
Let's go, man.
sure that when the toxicology comes back, that Nolan will have cocaine in his system. Now, again, taking into consideration, this is somebody telling me this.
W to
I'm not
everybody
saying
in
it's
the bit.
me. I'm not saying it. I'm not able to verify it. But from the sources that I'm getting it from has been consistent, verifiable sources thus far, and hadn't been wrong about nothing. So there's a possibility that there's a person that Nolan may have been around or interacted with that is giving cocaine to people on this island, that Nolan may have taken the cocaine. And then also, I received a DM from someone DMing another person. Now, I'm trying to leave these names out because I want to not mess this investigation up. I think law enforcement already have this. That alluded to the fact that, and I messaged this person because I want to talk directly to the person that I saw the DM from. And we haven't talked to this person yet. But the person said in the DM to another kid that is associated, not any of the kids that I interviewed or talked to, but that could be associated to some degree, that knew Nolan, that this person wrote a message saying, me and my husband saw you arguing with Nolan, and to the effect of you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. Now, the person did not say they saw a physical altercation. The person did not say what time they saw Nolan and this other person getting into an argument. Now, this is after their boat left. This may be somewhere around a little bit before 6, right around 6 or a little bit before 6 p.m. Now, according to the autopsy, which I interviewed a medical examiner about this, there is no evidence of blunt force trauma or an evidence that Nolan got into a physical altercation. So I'm putting all this stuff together, what people are sending me and all that, and I'm trying to find a neutral point to share with you. What I'm thinking at this point, with all that has been said, is that somebody knows exactly what happened to Nolan, or they saw him right before he died. I am not convinced that Nolan was just out there and drowned. It could be. That could have happened. But I'm more convinced now than ever based on what people have been telling me and DMs that I've been seeing, people that have been verified sources, that has to be something with this cocaine. There has to be something with Nolan and a girl. And there has to be something with Nolan potentially being in either altercation with somebody, which would lead me to believe that that person saw Nolan last. And that this other person that's giving people cocaine. So this person giving people cocaine, a girl, Nolan, and another person that he may have been in an argument with, to me, are people that need to be investigated. And I can say more, but I'm trying not to get anything messed up in this case because I want justice for Nolan and I want the boys that weren't involved in this to not get caught up in stupidity.
Salute everybody in the bit.
So just so you guys know, I know the names of the cocaine person. I believe I know who the girl is. And I know the name of the person that may have been in an argument with Nolan. And there's nothing conclusive that anybody's telling me where there was violence that occurred. But that does not mean that the violence is ruled out. That does not mean that something could have happened in the water. Another report came to me of someone saying that they saw Nolan with a girl, being intimate in the water to the point where it caught their attention. And they believed that they saw Nolan and this girl struggling in the water. Not necessarily drowning, but struggling. Like it was obvious enough that the person was concerned when they saw Nolan in the water and he was with this girl. And that the person explicitly said that they were being intimate, which I don't know what that means as far as just kissing, hugging, cuddling, or something else. But that's what has been told to me. And these sources I think, have been legitimized. But what they're saying, I haven't been able to verify This is just someone saying this, and I'm telling you what I'm hearing. So when the toxicology come back, if there's cocaine in the system, to me, that will validate that these people that have been telling me this are being accurate.
How many people think cocaine gonna come back in his system,
close to
gang?
Nolan made mention.
How many people think he was on that cocaine now?
They're almost 100% sure that he may have been partaking in the use of cocaine. And it's unfortunate. I've been knowing this, at least that part for a while now, but I didn't want to put his name out there like that, given the fact that he just lost his life. But now that we're getting more information, the investigation is going further along, I'm just putting it out there, and we shall see if what is being told is accurate. But I'll finish it with this. I'm leaning more towards believing that somebody directly saw Nolan and know how Nolan died. That's my take on it. I don't think he was just drowning out there messing around. I think that somebody know more than what they're saying. And I don't think it's a lot of people. I think it's a few people that were last on the island with Nolan that know what happened, that seen what happened, or may have knowledge of something that will lead police in the right direction to find out exactly what happened. And I am encouraging you. I know some of y'all names. If it's you, you need to do the right thing. You need to go to authorities. And if you're there and you had nothing to do with it, you definitely need to go to authorities and clear your name. I'll say this: some of these people may have already gone to authorities. I don't know. The authorities won't tell me who they interviewed. So we'll go to that next step when it comes. I want to address Judge Mathis real quick. I got about 9 minutes. Here is where I think people should shut up unless they have a working knowledge of verifiable truth. If you want to give a hypothesis, say this is a hypothesis. Before you start accusing people and saying specifically and throwing their names out there and trying to say Nolan Wells is associated with Emmett Till, you need to do a little more research before you say it. Because if you listen to people like Judge Mathis, I can see why y'all think that these white boys did it, and that because he's operating with half or false statements. Roll the clip.
And then you've had different stories coming out from the teenagers. One of the young men himself spoke out about it, claiming they had begged Nolan to get on the boat, and that he wouldn't. Then there's the woman that he's supposed to have stayed back with. I think her name Katie or something. Well, he was supposed to have stayed back with Katie. That was their story. However, Katie's friend says that Katie hasn't. She saw him only in passing on the island.
Time out. Let me just clarify what he said. That's why y'all need to go and listen to the interview that I did with Warren. Because I saw Katie's text messages, and Katie did not say she just saw him in passing. I saw what she said about Nolan. Now, all of the other people that I've talked to, that I've heard from, and people that have sent the message out are alluding to the fact that Nolan was with some girl. All his friends are saying he stayed behind
tap
with
that
a girl,
screen for me, gang. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button.
Don't believe
Like,
his best
sub
friends,
button.
and they believe a statement of a girl that didn't hardly know him well. So Judge Mathis is not correct on this, and he needs to go back and watch the interview so he can get a perception of this. Because she alluded to the fact that his friends, Katie, alluded to the fact that his friends had told him to get on the boat, and he did not. And she did not see him leave on the boat that he came on. All right, roll it.
Stay with him, and Katie isn't saying anything at all. So it's a lot of moving parts here, and I'm just hoping it's not one of those, quite frankly, and if his friends didn't have anything to do with it, and they truly left him behind, etc., etc. He has discoloration, bruises on the back of his neck.
He does not have bruising on the back of his neck, and you guys are going to see the interview that I did with the medical examiner, a chief medical examiner of Tarrant County. It wasn't bruising to the back of his neck. It was a particular bone that's structured in the back of his head that underneath the skin, there was redness. Now, when you see the interview that I did with him, he explains what that could be and what that could not be. So it's not as obvious as there's clear signs of trauma to the back of his head, bruising or contusions. That's not true. Roll the clip.
Happened. And quite frankly, this is Mississippi, where in 1955, which sparked the civil rights movement, Emmett Till was killed for so-called whistling at a white woman. And now we're hearing Nolan Wells stayed back to be with a white woman. And he turns up dead with bruises behind his neck. That's the context I'm putting this in. It's Emmett Till, perhaps, all over.
Let me tell you why Judge Mathis should quit the internet and never speak again until he apologized to Emmett Till's extended family. For you to invoke that this has any similarity to Emmett Till is disingenuous and partially ignorant and evil. Emmett Till was a kid, a little kid. I think he was like 13 or something like that. Can you verify that for me? Emmett Till was a very little kid. He was a little kid. Emmett Till did not go out with his friends on Horn Island and get drinking and having a good time with autonomy after being in college in 2026. Emmett Till allegedly whistled or made a remark against a white woman, which is not, he may have actually done that because Emmett Till did not live in the South. He wasn't familiar with the segregation and racism and stuff in the South. They came to Emmett Till's family member's house, his uncle's house. They went to the door and said, give us Emmett. We're just going to teach him a lesson. With the intent to take him from his home. He was a 14-year-old boy. He wasn't 18. He wasn't a grown man. And they took him from his home with the intent to kill him. They took him out. They mutilated him. They put a cotton gin around his neck and barbed wire, and they drowned him intentionally. From the time they took him from his house, they took a 14-year-old boy and they murdered him.
Don't mess this up.
Get the lights up, man. This is crazy work.
And you're going to say that this is similar
Who
to
y'all
that?
going with? Officer Tatum? Or y'all going with Judge Mathis?
I'm not going back with my friends.
Which one y'all going with, gang? Who right?
Being white is irrelevant because you ain't seen a single picture with Nolan with any black women. Where is a single black girl in any of this? He don't have no options but to be with a white woman. You don't see a single. I haven't seen a single picture with Nolan with black women. This ain't the 50s. And to interject that is a spit in the face of Emmett Till's mama, who had to have who had an open casket. And if you Google it, some of y'all can't stomach what you're gonna see. I'm telling y'all, dude, it made me so mad to think about somebody would even compare this to Emmett Till. It's a disgrace to do that. It's unjustified. It's unreasonable. There was a kid outside of his own will who could not defend himself with grown men who took him. I'm pretty sure Nolan could whoop half of the kids that were out there. And y'all act like he just a flim, like they beat him up and killed him. I mean, I think they'd had a hard time doing that. I think somebody know what happened to Nolan. I think drugs and alcohol may have been a factor. Might have. But ain't nobody just beast mode in Nolan. That don't seem very accurate. And why nobody talking about where's his black friends? I don't know where that's at either. Is there more to this? Let's play a little more.
Wow, so you feel like the dynamics between Nolan Wells and Emmett Till is similar?
Well, the dynamics are the same. He's with a white woman, or allegedly said something with, or however you view it, with a white woman, and there's a suspicion that white men killed him. And that was the case with Emmett Till. He so-called whistled as a kid. 13 was he? Whistled so-called the woman at the store. White woman says he whistled at her. What happened? White men killed him. And that's why I'm making that
Hey,
analogy.
what's up,
But
Lala? I
it could
appreciate that gold
altogether,
coin, gang.
be untrue, but I'm making the analogy as a possibility, and that is the case of my thought processes.
I just think I'm trying to diagnose what he said, but I think
Salute
it's unfair to
everybody
make
in
that
that bit.
comparison. This was like we're post-racist. We're in a post-racist society, in my opinion. Meaning that most altercations are not about race. Most altercations are about people being stupid and not getting along with each other. We live in an environment where the black kids have no choice but to be with white women. It's not shocking. It's a lot of black and white people married today. It's not shocking for black. I just don't think the idea that a black kid with a white woman is so strange in a city where all your friends are white and y'all all dating and messing with the same chicks. It's the vitriolic behavior of interracial communication in the 50s and in 2026 is in two different worlds. There's a lot more going on with the Mathis interview, but I got to get. I appreciate you guys. I'm sorry I had to run from the show today.
We can go
I'll
watch
try to
it.
do my best to keep you up to
We
date.
can go watch it real quick. Let's go watch the Mathis interview right quick. Hold up. Let's watch it. Let's see if my boy were really cooking on that. Judge Mathis. Let's see how Judge Mathis really feel about it. Let's go listen to my boy right quick, man. Let's listen to him.
To me is basically freedom.
We're gonna see if y'all really going with Stop 6 of Mathis. Let's see if y'all really going with Mathis or Stop 6 on this. Hold up, let's get into it right quick, man.
Judge Mathis.
All right, hold on, gang.
My man, so much I want to get into. Had to bring you back on to follow up on this Nolan Wells case, man.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. So much to get into. I don't want to waste no time. I want to get right into it. How do you feel about this second autopsy that was done on Nolan Wells?
Yes, I think when we last spoke, we were awaiting the forensic autopsy because the original autopsy performed by the county examiner, we just weren't convinced it would be independent, quite frankly, because we weren't getting enough information from law enforcement. And so the forensic autopsy came back, and lo and behold, even though they're trying to downplay it, and I understand Ben Crump and NAACP and others don't want to try and jump to conclusion or step too far out, but the forensic autopsy showed that there was what they call discoloration. No, I call them bruises in the back of the head, appearing that someone has had their hand pressed at the back of their head, at the back of Nolan's head. That's concerning to me. And so hopefully we'll get some more insight on that. I'm not sure. It seems like there's another opportunity for them to investigate something physiological. I'm just not sure, because as far as I knew, the forensic autopsy is as far as you go, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what causes new concern. And then you've had different stories coming out from the teenagers. One of the young men himself spoke out about it, claiming they had begged Nolan to get on the boat, and that he wouldn't. Then there's the woman that he's supposed to have stayed back with, I think her name Katie or something. Well, he was supposed to have stayed back with Katie. That was their story. However, Katie's friend says that Katie she saw him only in passing on the island, didn't stay with him, and Katie isn't saying anything at all. So it's a lot of moving parts here, and I'm just hoping it's not one of those, quite frankly, and if his friends didn't have anything to do with it and they truly left him behind, etc., etc. He has discoloration, bruises on the back of his neck. something happened. And quite frankly, this is Mississippi, where in 1955, which sparked the civil rights movement, Emmett Till was killed for so-called whistling a white woman. And now we're hearing Nolan Wells stayed back to be with a white woman. And he turns up dead with bruises behind his neck. That's the context I'm putting this in. It's Emmett Till, perhaps, all over.
Wow, so you feel like the dynamics between Nolan Wells and Emmett Till is similar?
Well, the dynamics are the same. He's with a white woman, or allegedly said something with, or however you view it, with a white woman, and there's a suspicion that white men killed him. And that was the case with Emmett Till. He so-called whistled as a kid. 13 was he? Whistled so-called the woman at the store. White woman says he whistled at her. What happened? White men killed him. And that's why I'm making that analogy. But it could altogether be untrue. But I'm making the analogy as a possibility. And that is the case of my thought processes.
So it was actually bruises behind his neck?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, what else? Why is it only there in the back of your neck, which is coincidentally how you drown somebody? You put the head in the back of the neck and not let them up, and they try and push up, but you got the head down, so the head bruises in the back of the neck because somebody tried to hold it down or did hold it down. I'm only presenting the facts, and I only made the analogy to Emmett Till because it's the same optics. However, do I know whether it's the same? Do I know any of the factors that I'm suggesting is accurate? No, but I am making observations about the facts as I see them, and then I am, yes, speculating. And quite frankly, in the law, you're not supposed to speculate. You're supposed to have hard facts. But in this case, since nobody's given us any hard facts, we can't get into the information that we need, then yes, we're left to only speculate.
His organs was missing during his autopsy, right?
Yeah, and they allege now that that's standard. I'm not sure about that, so I can't tell you. I don't know about autopsies in that sense. But they said one of his lungs and then parts of his throat, and I read that that's typical, but I just don't know. And I'm not one to try and find something that is not there. I mean, we have enough that's there that we don't have to go looking too further.
Do we have enough?
The organs out.
Do we have enough? Do we have enough to say to go ahead and lock these boys up for clear cut? What that dude said in life? Look like we got a case of clear cut, cause what is murder? Clear cut murder, whatever he said inside of life. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Out. Did they do whatever with the throat? But that's down the line. What we do know, because we don't know why and the results and what that process is. Are they taking tissues from those organs and analyzing them for further evidence or insights, etc.? We don't know. What we do know is that he left and was left and drowned, and his buddies are not speaking, and the one that just spoke about it acted as if they pressured him to leave, and he wouldn't. However, they left his phone. They have that. They don't present it to his mother as an average person would. Time I get back, he didn't come with us. He left his phone. I'm calling your parents. And I understand that they didn't even call him immediately after finding out that he had been drowned or that he had drowned. So that's certainly the time that you call and say, hey, I see he's drowned. I have his phone. No, they waited, and in fact, some of the information had been deleted from that phone that had been there. And put all those things together, and the discoloration on the neck, and well, I'm convinced that someone did something wrong. Yes, I am.
If it was bruises behind his neck, yeah, that needs to be looked into.
You heard what he
It sounds
said?
like he got into an altercation.
And
Do y'all go with Judge?
There's video of him getting into
Do
an
y'all agree with Judge
altercation.
Mathis?
I'm not sure if I've seen it or not. I've been paying close attention, but either I've heard or seen that he was involved in an altercation there. And who knows what that altercation is about? Once again, see, brothers, young black boys being raised in upper income white communities, nearly exclusively white, 95%. In many instances, your friends don't feel about you as you may feel about them. There is a racial barrier that exists and will always exist. And your realities are always going to be different. And you're always going to be looked at by your white friends differently. And so to that extent, he may not have understood that to be the case. He may have had trust for those he shouldn't have. He may have had a particular mindset that wasn't quite as rational as it should be when you're growing up in that environment. Sometimes you're irrational and you think you can do the same things they do and get away with it. No, you can't. Your black behind will go to jail and they'll go to counseling.
Yeah, the friend you referring to is Warren Hudson. He did an interview where he made a comment about how Nolan, he was drinking alcohol on the boat.
Well, they all were. Who are they kidding? Who are they kidding? They all were. I bet it was, even if they had a 12-year-old on the island, he was drinking. So no, yes, so was he. So was everybody. So did everybody drown with bruises on the back of their neck? Did all the people drinking drown with bruises on the back of their neck? How is that relevant then? Unless he fell off, then you got dozens of witnesses seeing him fall off of a boat that is near the dock because he wasn't on another boat. He stayed behind on the island, perhaps in the dock area. So what's the relevance of him drinking? He didn't get drunk and fall off in the ocean. We do know that. In someone else's boat.
Is y'all rocking with Mathis or
If you
what?
love music but don't see yourself
Or not? Y'all rocking with Stop 6 or Mathis out of this situation? What's going out of what the videos I just showed? Mathis or 6 or Stop 6 or neither
That's
one?
no relevance.
Or neither one?
That's just
Y'all
like
let me know,
saying
man.
George Floyd was high. And so therefore they had a right to execute him. And so we're saying now, oh, well, Nolan had been drinking.
I'm reading it. Y'all always understand. I'm always reading the chat. I'm here reading it. I read every message that be in my chat. I just don't read it out loud no more. I read every message. Let's go.
That doesn't give you a right to execute him.
Well, I don't say no more. I try not to read it out loud as much. I'm gonna say it like that. Let's go.
Execute him, I mean, kill, of course.
Yeah, his friend doubled down that Nolan wanted to stay. He also said that it was common for people to leave their phones on the boat before it won't get water damage.
No, not either. You know, no teenager in the world, they would risk the salt. What is him? Salt water if you drop it? If you drop your phone in any water, you can drop it while you're on the dock. Drop it while you're in the boat. Drop it. So you can drop it in any place in the area of salt water. And so no, everybody, all those young people, it is not common. That's a lie. It is not common, and I have no facts to verify other than common sense.
He said that's a lie.
I don't believe that a lot of those teenagers actually leave their phones somewhere unattended
Unattended,
for
gang.
hours.
For hours. Do y'all believe that?
That's what he would be suggesting.
Do y'all
Because
believe
if
that?
you come there, you're not coming to the island for 10 minutes. You're coming to hang and party. And you're going to put your phone somewhere? You think, I don't believe young people can go an hour without
Hey, y'all, let's get the 60 likes, gang.
go an hour
What are
without
super
their
chats
phone,
and the gifts
without
at?
start
We've been in here 2
shaking.
hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
And no
'Cause it
gifts.
still
We
don't
only
make
had
sense
one
to me,
gift.
'cause
That was
they
it.
never told Nolan mom that they had
Y'all like the
chat to use the app to
express
find
how you
out.
feel through the super chat,
Correct.
man. Like that bit up.
Yeah, they had
Really,
it.
it really
and
express how you
didn't turn it
feel
in.
through the
The
super
only way
chat, so
they
everybody
found
can
it,
see
as you
it.
just said, his
Shit.
mother had to use an app to find the phone, as opposed to them saying, "Oh, we have Nolan's phone," and the news comes on. "Oh,
Appreciate that gift, gang.
Nolan is missing. Let's call his mom immediately. We don't have her number. Walk to the house. We didn't know the address. Oh, so he really wasn't your friend. Now we're getting closer to the truth. You don't even know where he lived." My sons, we did a version of our show today, the Mathis Family Tables, a YouTube show, podcast. And one of the things we discussed is, what are real friends? What does real friendship mean? And it was in the context of the Nolan Wells case. And it was easy for me. It means trust / loyalty, and then being able to identify with you. And in many instances, that's why my family says, "Well, you don't have any friends out here in LA. I don't want no friends in LA. I can't identify with them, nor do I trust them." And in fact, if I trust you and love you, you can cross me. I'm going to put you on time out for a minute, but I'm going to re-embrace you out of love. Now, if you did something to me to hurt me, then I'm going to nuclear on you. But if you did something to help yourself, but not hurt me, I might give you a pass if you're a loved one. But if your objective was to hurt me, I got to hurt you 10 times over. So I say that to say, were they his real friends? Should he have trusted them? Should he have been loyal to them? Should he have believed they would never do anything to harm him, that they would only look out for his best interests? Probably not. He probably didn't know him that well enough to put that type of trust and faith in them.
Yeah, he also said that he told the United States Coast Guard and Nolan's mom that he was missing.
You call the Coast Guard, and you don't call his mother first. You call the Coast Guard. I mean, these are teenagers. This isn't like these are middle-aged people who, yes, you are a responsible enough person. Okay, I'll call the Coast Guard, and I know how they operate, and I know how to communicate with them, and I know the questions they're going to ask, and I know the answers to give. No, you are a teenager. You need an adult to handle those situations, and you need a trusted adult that you go to. You go to either your own parent, you call. You say, "Mama, my man is missing. Nolan is missing. What do we do?" And they say, "Call 911 and have you called his parents." Maybe he called them. "Well, no, we have his phone." "Oh, he left his phone?"
Hey,
"Yeah,
appreciate
he left his
that
phone.
gift,
Why
Justin.
did he leave his phone?" But that's what would have happened.
To all my fellow truckers on the road, if you want to take your career to another level,
Y'all light this bit up for me, man.
Would
We in here
you
chilling
call the
early
Coast
morning with
Guard
it.
if you're a teenager
Hold up,
and
man.
your
Hold on
man
for a
ends
minute.
up missing? Would you call the Coast Guard first?
Hold on for a minute.
Or would you call your parents and say, "What do I do?" Or call his parent and say, "What do I do?" You're a teenager. You're calling somebody close and informed. Somebody close that you can trust and is informed and is close to him as well. And they didn't do that. Instead, as you said, they called the Coast Guard and told them what? How did they know? How long was he missing? Had they found the body? What'd you call the Coast Guard for? What'd you call the Coast Guard for? He told you he was going to be left behind. Did he have a curfew? Did he tell you he was going to be this amount of time? Why is it that you felt the need to call the Coast Guard at any point before he had been found drowned? There was no need. The man party. Oh, he must have spent the night with her. Oh, man, Nolan getting it in. Shit, we might not see Nolan for a couple of days. Such and such and such and such. Nah, that's how you feel. If you trust that everything is all right with your man, it's only if you think something is wrong that you determine you need to call the authorities.
That's a real good point. Because even if he did say that he was going to stay, why would you panic and report that he's missing? Even if he is a little late, that just could have been both of them vibing out and hanging out more than expected.
Late what? Late what? Late from what? They don't know when he's coming back. He didn't tell them I'm going to be back at such and such time. He told them I'm staying. They claim that he said, I'm staying back with this woman. If you stay back with a woman, come on now, a teenager, you ain't giving your boys when you're going to get back. You're going to say, I'll see you when I see you. Hopefully it's tomorrow afternoon. After we do what we do. That's the mindset of a teenager staying behind and his boys going forward, knowing that their boy has been staying behind with his woman. But once again, the woman they claim he stayed with, her sister or best friend, said they only saw Nolan in passing on the island, not stayed with him.
Did you hear about how Warren Hudson, his stepmom, is a judge? And I think she came out with a statement, and she doubled down that, Nolan, he chose to stay behind at the island.
Correct. And I guess it's just as, that's why it gives me such leniency to discuss what I believe to be the case. If another judge who was his mother and certainly biased had the tenacity to issue a press release confirming her beliefs in what her son said, which is bias in and of itself. Not one time have I ever accepted as evidence or solid testimony when someone tells me, well, I went over it with my mother and she can tell you. I got a letter from my mother. I got some evidence from my mother. Yeah, I know your mother. I got some evidence from my wife. Yeah, I know your wife's gonna tell you what you want me. You're gonna tell me what your wife want me to tell you. Yeah, I know you do. But it's totally discounted because of the bias that is innate in their relationship. So, mother, you're a judge, you're a lawyer, whatever. The innate part of that is that they have a mother-son bond, and nothing penetrates that, not even the law. Some of us might have seen this series called Your Honor, where the sitting judge...
Hey, hit that like and sub button if y'all new to the channel, gang.
And that sitting judge harbored his son, protected his son, even breaking the law himself to do it. So certainly, just because his mother's a judge and sticks up for him doesn't make any difference than if she was a sister in the hood with 8 kids trying to make it on her own. Same difference. Mother-son bond. That's it. That's the only credibility I give to her letter. I think I should get a little more credibility. I don't know anybody in it.
Yeah, she got a lot of backlash. A lot of people was accusing her of using her position to defend her stepson. So, yeah, she got a lot of backlash. But it does make you think, do she know more than everybody else? I mean, I'm sure he's giving her more information than we all know, so.
No, I just think it's a mother-son bond, and I wouldn't think that she would. Then again, the show I'm talking about, Your Honor, he was conspiring with his son to keep him out of trouble. So there's been, and we say sometimes, does art follow culture, or does art follow society, or does society follow art? So in the case of art, we had a show where a judge whose son committed murder, he conspired with his son to protect him from murder. Well, in real life, we have here a judge who has issued a statement on behalf of her son who was being discussed regarding the disappearance of someone. And so, yeah, I can't speak too fast about what a judge would do with regard to conspiring to protect a criminal act of their child. Would I do it? Yeah, I guess we're
I appreciate
yeah,
that,
I guess we're really
gift.
getting
Just
down to those issues of the heart, to be quite frank. Not issues of your profession, issues of the heart. Because I could think of a circumstance or two that I would defend my son had he been wrong.
If the police didn't show up to the accident scene, you could still be owed a huge check. The cops didn't show up to mine after I got...
So that's why I give it no credibility. That's why I give it no credibility. But go ahead.
So the woman that Nolan was talking to, her name was Katie, and her sister Gracie came out and said that Nolan, he actually intended to go back to the mainland with his group.
And didn't she say they hadn't spent a lot of time together while they were there? He didn't stay back specifically to spend a lot of time with her, or they didn't spend a lot of time together, Katie and Nolan.
She definitely said that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so that kind of defeats the whole explanation that he insisted. We just kept, get on the boat, get on the boat. Come on, Nolan, you got to get on the boat. You got to get on the boat. And he doesn't, and that, as it turns out, there's no sense of desperation for him to stay off the boat because he has nothing really cooking, if you will, at the moment, to be so insistent at being left behind without a ride back.
Yeah, the stories are conflicting. You got Nolan friends saying that he wanted to stay at the island, but you got Katie's sister Gracie saying that Nolan, he intended to go back with his group. So
yeah, a lot of moving parts, and I'm waiting to see about this grand jury and see what they say, because it's based on how the prosecutor presents that case to the grand jury. Grand jury hearings are one way. You don't have those who testified at the grand jury do not have the ability to have legal counsel. They are questioned by the prosecutor in front of the grand jury with the questions and the objectives that the prosecutor is trying to achieve. No defense attorney can say objection, or they can say, let me tell you an alternative scenario or narrative. That doesn't occur. So I don't like grand jury in and of itself. I think grand juries should be abolished. But in the case of, in this case, we have to trust that the prosecutor wants to be fair and not protecting, as has been the case in the history of Mississippi over the decades. Protect those who have been accused of racial hostility and racial killings. And so that's what we hope we're not seeing, a cover up. That's the best way to put it. And so we'll see what's presented in front of the grand jury and how they respond. And on that note, when we talk about this, you know, everybody tells us to vote, 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 vote for this president, that president, this U.S. senator, As street guys, and I say as because I still identify right where I came from. I'm everything other than a criminal. I'm still the same other than a criminal. But my point is, we complain about voting. Yeah, the hell with a president, a U.S. senator. You know who street guys need to be concerned with? Prosecutors and judges. That's why you vote. So you can you learn who's running for prosecutor. And you look at their record. You learn who's running for police chief or other law enforcement positions that are based on elections, the judge, and determine whether you're going to vote for that person or not. But you got to get out and vote or stop complaining. You see how they railroading us? They send us to jail on trumped up charges, don't get due process, plant stuff on us, shoot us, and lie about it like they just did the young man Reese in Madison, Wisconsin. We got to vote for prosecutors. In fact, what we did after the killing of Mike Brown in Ferguson, Missouri, we had an election that I was there, I say we because I was part of that movement, and we worked on electing a new prosecutor and a new mayor. Well, we didn't get the mayor, but we got 2 black council persons on, and we got a new prosecutor. And so that's the power of the vote. And that's what I encourage our brothers to do because it's not going to stop. It doesn't appear that it's going to stop anytime before white supremacy ends. And I give that another 50 to 100 years, unfortunately, about 3 or 4 more generations.
Definitely. And I know that the autopsy, it didn't reveal if he was conscious or not when he got in the water. And I know Ben Crump and his team, they trying to figure that out. Was he conscious or not when he got in the water? So.
Yeah, and I wouldn't know scientifically whether they could, but we do know he had a discoloration, as they call it, bruises on the back of his neck, or red bruise. That we do know that, or red discoloration, which reflects fresh bruises. And if you've been in the water, preserved by water, your tissues, then certainly you'll still be able to see that. It'll still be red.
Yeah, and I know it's also being reported that the autopsy reports done by the state is not being released.
And that's what's scary about the grand jury, because if you don't want us to see it and you have a reason for that, okay, if your reason is you don't want to jump to conclusions too soon and ruin folks' lives and cause inflammatory and the community to be inflamed, etc. So let's be very careful and not let much out until we really know what the deal is. Okay, maybe so. On the other hand, let too much out because then they won't get a fair chance at a hearing. All kind of rational ways to protect the guilty.
It's a Hans audio that's going viral right now by Nolan's friend that I want you to check out. Check your phone right quick. I want to get your take on it.
Detail assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Introducing Grammarly. Never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. The best writing reflects you.
That I did not know that existed. And if this is authentic radio transmission between the dispatcher and the caller, then certainly this turns it on its head. They're observing him injured, asking if he's dead. Whoever on that call, with the technology we have now, and with interviews amongst the folks who were there, or the phone that the emergency call came from, the dispatcher has that number. Someone can get it. Then you'll go to the person who made the call and say, what did you see? This is real easy if that is the case. So we'll see what they do with this evidence. The fact that there's some audio from the dispatcher where the person calling asks, or in the background, one or the other, asks, oh my God, is he dead? So that's a whole new level of evidence that I'm interested in seeing where they go with that. And perhaps that's what the prosecutor may have all of this information and say, we're not sharing it because we don't want to bias, we don't want to create bias, and et cetera, in the case because in the media, and she may have that. She may have that and take it right to the grand jury. That's what I'm hoping, if they don't disclose it to the widespread media this week.
Yeah, I don't know how you can justify that audio.
Can't. Not with someone in the background saying, is he dead? Even if you were calling to say there was a fight, it sounds like you're looking at something that has already happened and you witnessed what happened and you're saying, did he die from what I just saw? That's what you're saying? Oh, is he dead? Or what? Somebody walked you from around the park and said, hey, or around the other boat dock and say, hey, come look at this. No, you were there. So if that video and audio is correct, it's a whole nother level of evidence that indicates culpability.
And just for clarity, what do you personally believe happened to Nolan Wills?
Well, what we're told is that he got on a boat with several white buddies in Mississippi, went to Fun Island, for lack of a better term, where everybody goes to this island to have fun on their boats. Overwhelmingly 90 to 100% white, 99.9 perhaps if you include Nolan. And his buddies say they left him there. He ends up dead. His buddies say we left him there and we told him to come, let's go. He refused to go. However, we had his phone, and you claim that everybody puts their phone away when they're on the island, and I don't believe that for 1 minute, that teenagers leave their phones for hours just because they're on the island. What's the tip there? You don't want to drop it in the sand, or you don't want the water, you can drop it in the water then. Nonetheless, that, and then of course, them not returning the phone to his mother, time they arrived back, them not reporting him missing to his parents or their own parents. Then we have the young lady, Katie, who he allegedly stayed back to be with. Her sister says that they weren't spending a lot of time with Nolan and that they also left without Nolan, meaning they had seen Nolan go somewhere when they were leaving. Did y'all just shake, hug, and walk away, and then someone saw him and said, hey, let's get with him because he kissing and hugging on that white woman and we don't play that and don't want to play that? Or is it, as I think it is, that they had something to do with his drowning and they've come up with a variety of alibis that don't make sense? And so I believe it has something to do with his drowning, or certainly some knowledge of it. They have knowledge of it at the very least.
Judge Mathis, another great interview, very insightful.
Oh man,
Definitely
is y'all going with Judge Mathis or
keep
Stop
us
Six?
updated on this case. Before we end the interview, let the people know where they can find you. And
certainly,
man, shout out to Judge Mathis,
certainly,
man.
y'all make sure you check.
Was it unaliving or was it an accidental drowning, gang? Y'all let me know, gang. Y'all let me know in the chat. We finna get ready to end this bit. Only been here almost 3 hours. God dang. I ain't know we had not been in here that damn long. We was in here chilling. Yeah, I'm finna get ready to end this bit. Hold up. What we got? Oh, we got another video right here. Well, we'll start playing this. Oh, shit. Damn it. I don't excited it now. I'm on the side of my bro. Yeah, I'm on the side of it. Then to get that bit back to where I had it. I don't know, gang. This is crazy with the Nolan Well case, though. I ain't gonna cap. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. A big tragic. What I did must say that this is a tragic. No cap. Hold on, let's play this other video right quick. Hold on. Yeah, let's play this. Like 5 minutes.
Somebody went online. They were saying that that this is
Let's go this right quick.
this is Bart's dad. It says Junior. They said that they posted on July 19th by Bart's father, whom recently made his profile private. Check out his weird caption, and the caption reads: Junior came home. He and Brooks took Hawk out trout fishing. Brooks caught the one that didn't get away in the back of the head. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, people are saying that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people are saying that that Bart dad put this out July 19th. I guess they say he was bragging on what they did to Nolan Wells. Y'all buying this shit or not, gang? Talk to me in the chat, man. Y'all buying this kind of shit or not, man? This is more bullshit online, or is this real, gang? Talk to me, man. Salute to Sharon Murphy, gang. Salute to Sharon Murphy for that cash app. Shout out to Quickly for that cash app too, gang. Shout out to Nate City for that cash app too, man. Salute to Nate City. Shout out to Quickly. And shout out to God. Is it Kiki or am I saying Quickly? It might be Kiki. And shout out to Sharon Murphy, gang. Salute, gang. Salute, gang. I don't know yet. I'm not yet. This is another thing I've seen online. Y'all put a lot of things in my inbox. I've seen a few people put this in my inbox, and y'all was saying this is Bart's dad. This was posted July 19th by Bart's father, who recently made his profile private. So I'm guessing, just like everybody else, you can't see his. I know Bart profile went private as well. It says Junior came home, and this is Bart Senior. So you're talking about Junior, Bart. His son. Junior came home, and he and Brooks took Hawk out trout fishing. I'm guessing Hawk is gonna be the boat. It says Brooks caught the one that didn't get away in the back of the head. I don't know, gang. Yeah, you know what I mean? What do y'all? What can y'all do with that? What can y'all do with that, gang? Is that do y'all feel like he was speaking on Nolan Wells? The doctor jumped online and started bragging about his son. You know what I mean? Killing Nolan Wells. Do y'all believe who buying that? Somebody in the chat said, "Damn it, Bart." I don't know, man. I don't know, gang. I don't. Some of this shit is a little unbelievable. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, gang. Some of this shit be like, what the fuck? You think, was the doctor really this goddamn dumb? Or maybe he was. Man, somebody chance that's that Ku Klux Klan. So fuck you, man. It's Mississippi, nigga. That's the Klan, nigga. You ever sneak into a Klan meeting late night? I'm talking about right off the highway, 4 a.m. You smell a cross burning. You run up and snatch a goddamn Grand Wizard sheet off his head. They say it might just be Bart's dad, and he said, motherfucker out there, man. Yeah, smash the like button, gang. Smash the like button, man.
I appreciate that gift, gang.
Smash that like button, gang. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Is that a Klansman face? Drop a one in the chat. That's a Klansman face. That's Bart's dad right there, gang. Drop a one in the chat. That's a Klansman face. I don't know. Is that really a Klansman? Is that? Drop a one in the chat. That's the face of a Klansman. I'm talking about the Ku Klux Klan. Drop a one in the chat if that's the face of a Klansman. That's Bart's dad. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying what. I don't know. Yeah, I know they suing shit and they suing people right now, man. Yeah, I ain't got no paper, my nigga. And you're not getting the 08 Camry. You can forget about that shit. That's all I own, gang, is the 08 Camry. That's all I own. You're not touching the Camry. You're not getting my baby. Smash that like button, man. Everybody in my chest has the face of a goddamn Klansman, man. We gotta keep our eyes on Bart, dad. Smash that like button, gang. Let me do this real quick, gang. Gotta go
Shout
here
out
real
to
quick,
Scope,
gang.
man.
Every show we gotta do this, man. We gotta go check in, man. We gotta go check in with the OG, man, because ever since we started watching, or ever since started watching Judge Mathis on Art of Dialogue,
we just watched that.
Judge Mathis come in cooking every single night, fam. Now, yeah, I fuck with Judge Mathis for breaking down the Nolan Wells situation.
We just watched that, man.
Opinion.
We just watched that now, man. Who's this big
interrogations, through
nigga here?
force operations, and through
Hold
strategic
on.
briefings. I've got tons of certifications. I'm an expert at this. So what I'm doing is I'm watching these interviews with the friends of Nolan Wells and
Who is this nigga here, man? No.
Brent.
Let's go to this right here.
Year-old Baton Rouge woman wanted after police say she
Hold
drove
on.
a 15-year-old boyfriend
Hold on,
across
gang.
state lines in an attempt to avoid the police after he allegedly shot
They're
her
saying
in the
this
face.
case right here is the same. Hold
To
up.
save him or help him, but yet and still they being charged with tampering with evidence. Man, this is crazy. This is the type of shit we talking about. This is what makes people think it's something for sure going on in the case of Nolan Wells, is when you see what's going on right here in my city, Dallas, with Daniel Irving. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
One man first arrested in the death of Daniel Irving at Lake Ray Hubbard has now been indicted in that investigation, and the Dallas County Medical Examiner's report gives a closer look at what all three were doing before 18-year-old Irving went under and did not resurface. Fox 4 Sean Rad is in our newsroom with the story. Sean.
Yeah, and the family of Daniel Irving and high-profile
This
attorney
is a similar story to
investigation and
Nolan
for
Wells,
someone to
gang.
be charged with more than tampering with evidence. That's what Lucas Roper is charged with, and now charges he is also indicted on.
Salute everybody in there, bit.
And the third team,
Lucas Roper, man. That just sound like a racist ass white boy name, man. Lucas Roper. Yeah, white with a little chili bowl cut. You know what I mean? I hate his haircut too, fam. This kid right here should be locked up for murder, man. Him and his little 16-year-old companion. Daniel Irving, they say they all jumped in the water off some kind of bridge or something like that. Daniel Irving drowns. Whatever, he hits his head, whatever. They push him, whatever they did to him. But then they take all his belongings and run off with it. Go hide it. Start getting rid of evidence. Destroying evidence. Never told his family, his parents, nobody where the boy was at, what happened to him. And today they're being charged with just tampering with evidence. That's it. You know what I mean? This should be clear day murder. You know what I mean? This should be clear as day murder. You didn't render aid. You didn't tell anybody. You didn't try to help nothing. I think you pushed him. Why the fuck would you be so terrified of your friend just slipped and fell? He just drowned on accident. That don't make sense. Your friend just drowned. Your homie, your friend, or whether he's a companion, whatever. You know what I mean? He might not be your best friend, but somebody you hang out with, he drowned. And instead of calling 911 or going to tell his parents or telling somebody, hell, you go hide his shit, throw everything away, get rid of his stuff, and burn off, and wasn't going to say nothing to nobody about what happened to him. That's murder, man. Yeah, indict this little motherfucker with murder, man.
and the third team, all went to Lake Ray Hubbard.
Man, it's like
Jumping in the water, but something happened. Irving called for help before he drowned. Days would pass before Lucas Roper and another teen with them said anything. Roper was indicted for tampering because he took and moved Irving's phone and clothes, later telling police he knew there would be an investigation.
What kind of shit
An
is
autopsy
that?
report concludes that
He told police I hid all his shit. Now, this is what this is what Dan Irving mom is talking about. This is why she was in that press conference with Nolan Wells' family and Tyler Smith's family just the other day saying, bring murder charges. Because the boy told her, hey, told the police I knew it was going to be an investigation of what happened to him. That's why we discarded all his shit. That's why we threw away his phone, his clothes. We got rid of all his shit because we didn't want y'all to solve the investigation. We wanted to make sure nobody found him. But they being charged with tampering with evidence. This is that bullshit, man. This is that bullshit. This is why everybody is screaming justice for Nolan Wells.
Daniel Irving drowned, and despite some public concern, there are no current suspicions of foul play. Anthony Fowler is an attorney not involved in this case, and I asked him about Lucas Roper being charged with tampering and interference, and right now, nothing more.
That's the obvious selection. That's what they feel they can prove based on the elements of the offense. They feel they can meet those elements. I will say that the arrest and the indictment is significant because it can lead to further evidence. And so that's not to say that at some point these defendants will be charged with something even more serious like a murder.
Now, Farmer says it is not unusual for other evidence to be discovered or testimony changes, and that opens the door for someone to be charged with a more significant crime. Daniel Irving's family hoping that will happen. Family attorneys are also hoping to meet with DA's office to discuss the case evidence in the coming weeks. Family hope.
That's sad, man. That's fucked. Yeah. Rest in peace to Dan Irving, man. They said his little cat was on the swim team. He could swim his ass off. Had no problem swimming, man. The boy swam for all, like a fish, man. The boy, they said this young man was on a swim team. So, he swam all the time, every day. That was, I think the boy was pushed, man. I think somehow, some way, whether it was an accident, whether there was horse playing around, it's murder to me, man. When you run off and leave somebody dead, somebody done died, you just burn off, and you make sure you hide their shit. You make sure you're here to fuck up the investigation. Start to look for him. Want to make sure can't nobody find his ass. Can't nobody find out what happened to him. We gonna throw his phone. We gonna hide his clothes. We gonna discard his shit all up and down the freeway. But yet and still no murder charges. These little white boy, Lucas Roper is being charged with tampering with evidence. He gonna fuck around and get about 4 or 5 years of probation in Dallas and be right back outside. Man, when you look up and he killed his girl, when he unalived his girlfriend 3 or 4 years from now, we don't want to hear shit. Yeah, when he murdered little goddamn Amber, little goddamn Susie, goddamn, yeah, we don't want to hear shit, man. That's exactly what's coming, man. That's what's coming, man. Lucas Roper will kill again. Yeah, Lucas Roper will kill again. Take step 1 through. It's good, my boy. Dimples, shout out to Dimples in the building.
Y'all hit that like and sub button, gang.
Shout out to new face.
Donate to the platform. What is super chat and gift set? Turn the bit up for me, gang.
Chris, what's good, man? Salute to Bree. I see you, Bree.
We've been in the bit, what, 3 hours? Almost 10 minutes.
Shout out to Easy, baby, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Easy 80s, baby. Salute to
everybody.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Aquarius Queen, I see you, man. Lil Jeter, what's good, man? Shorty Doo-Wop, what's good, man? Salute to everybody. Rock with me. Lady Beast, what's good, fam? I see you, Lady Beast. Salute, gang. Ben Court, Ray Charles. Salute, Voice Box of the Block. This is most September Virgo. I see you. 901 Tony B, what's good to Memphis, man? Shout out to Mimi, man. HD Boss, what's good, fam? Shout out to the gang. Nikki 901, I see you, man. Key Nicole, what's good? This is a horrible situation, man, because like I said, it's cases like this, man, where you see the unfairness and you see that it's clear as day some bullshit in the game, and yet still no murder charges. So that's why, like I said, when it comes to this autopsy, when it comes to what's going on in Mississippi, Ocean Springs, a lot of people feel like, nah, bro, they playing foul everywhere in the South, man. These young brothers get murdered. These young brothers are victims, and yet and still people are just calling these accidents, man. Just no signs of foul play. We heard Sheriff Ledbetter in the Nolan Wells case scream no signs of foul play the second day after they found the damn boy. We was like, what the? Have y'all done an autopsy, a toxicology report, anything? Have y'all done anything? Is there anything on paper about this? Nothing. Smash that like button, gang. Rest in peace to Daniel Irvin. I would love to speak to somebody from Daniel Irvin's family too, man. They right here in the DFW with me. I know they working with Ben Crump, so they might not talk to any bloggers, but I want to talk to them. I think they will talk to me. I think if I walk up on them, if I meet some of these people in real life, I want to reach out to them and help them spread the story, keep it alive. Rest in peace to Daniel Irvin, man. Gone way too soon. Another 18-year-old, just like Tyler Smith, just like Nolan Wells. Y'all smash that like button. Salute to everybody building. Now, yesterday, we were speaking on the judge, man. Ashley Cole, the judge, Warren's stepmom, man. And they said they said somebody was arrested for sending her death threats. Well, a lot of people are saying, what the hell is going on? Was this true? Is this real? It turns out people are saying this is real, gang. It was a man arrested for sending death threats to the judge. Well, a lot of people are upset with this. They feel like, well, wasn't they sending threats and doing all kind of shit to Nolan Wells' parents as well? How come nobody wasn't arrested then? How come it hasn't been an investigation into who's been bothering the Wells family? But yet and still, Ashley Cole, Judge Cole gets a threat, and now somebody got locked the fuck up. You see the difference? You see how I mean? You see the difference? Now, people might say, well, Sco, that's the judge, Sco. That's the judge, Sco. You can't play with no judge like that. I get it. But at the same time, when it comes to the case of Nolan Wells, Nolan Wells' family is the victim. They're the ones who are being talked bad about.
I appreciate
while
that
their
gift,
son is
Jess.
dead. So you would think they put energy into finding out who's bothering the Wells family, just like they're doing with the Cole, with Ashley Cole. Smash that like button, gang. Let's get into this a little bit.
Washed ashore 2 days later, would find herself under a large amount of ridicule after she would release a statement on her Facebook account. In her statement, she would mainly go on to defend her stepson against accusations that he may be behind Wells's passing. She would go on to write, "My husband and I were not at Horn Island at any point on 4th of July. No one in our family is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement's quest for answers." Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last around 3 p.m. on July 4th. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water, and they had an issue.
I'm confused by that story, guy. I think we all want to know if Warren seen Nolan at 3 p.m., then, I thought they said when they were getting ready to leave, when they found out the boat was taking water, they were telling Nolan to come on. Were they telling Nolan to come on at 3 o'clock? but really they didn't leave at 4:30. Like, make that shit make sense. They don't make sense. They last seen Nolan at 3 o'clock, but yet and still, right before they left, they were telling Nolan, come on, Nolan. I thought that was like 4 o'clock, 4:30, 4:31. At least by 4 o'clock, 4:30. So when did they last see Nolan? Was it 3 o'clock or was it 4 o'clock? I'm so goddamn, I'm confused, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I'm confused like a motherfucker, man. Smash that like button. Salute to everybody. J. Coop, what's good, J. Coop? Salute to everybody in the building, gang.
With the bilge pump.
Shout out to J. Coop,
Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. Yes, I am a judge. I also value transparency. Yes, I am a judge. I also value transparency.
Turn up, gang.
I apologize if anyone was offended that I deleted my social media. There were no nefarious